tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you are behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to the channel. Yes, welcome back to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel again, and we are streaming live. Let me know if you can hear me very clear. I'm kind of having some kind of a feedback in the I'm not so sure if everyone can hear me very
Clear
well.
for me.
You good, right?
Yeah, clear for me.
Clear for you. All right. So guys, let me know if I'm very, very clear. If I sound clear, thank you very much. Welcome back again to the channel where we discuss everything of football. And also, yes, if you're looking forward to Premier League as it kick off this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, probably there could be some games on Monday. But we'll see. Chelsea will be taking theirs. We'll be kicking theirs on Saturday, I think around 3 p.m. UK time. So, yeah, I'm just trying to remind you so you don't forget. There's a game.
3 p.m. your time.
3 p.m. my time, 8 p.m. UK time. So, but the most important thing right now, it's the man in charge, Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor, it will be refereeing Chelsea's game, the second Chelsea game. We'll be in charge of Chelsea game for the second time in just 4 games being played already in the Premier League. But we will take you guys through the number of Premier League referees that we already have. And why should Anthony Taylor be in charge of Chelsea game 2 times already in just 4 Premier League games? There are more statistics. Like I said, the second fixture for Chelsea. Chelsea will be going to AFC Bournemouth away to play that team. But Anthony Taylor will be the guy in charge of it. If you look at the statistics, it will tell you. Anthony Taylor being in charge of Chelsea's game in the last 10 matches that Anthony Taylor have been in charge. Results have been 2 wins for Chelsea, 9 draws, 5 penalties given against Chelsea, and 2 red cards. There's so many history that tags Anthony Taylor to the Chelsea fan or Chelsea community or Chelsea Football Club in a whole. I don't want to start the stream with negativities, but it is something that really needs attention that we have to talk about. because association football is all about fair and officiating. There have been so many news in the past that people say English referees are not good. Anthony Taylor have had issues, not just England alone, but outside in a Premier League. Also found himself in some controversy with Jose Mourinho in the Europa League final. Jose Mourinho believed he won that competition, but because of Anthony Taylor, he couldn't win it. I don't know where you stand on that, but there's still more statistics. Also, Noni Madueke, the guy himself, Noni Madueke also reflect on his England debut. He said he's proud to be a Chelsea fan, and we're going to talk about Noni Madueke. Can Chelsea do the whole season without Noni Madueke? And one of the players that we have to look out for. Also, we know there are so many players that also can play in that role. Also, Detro Fofana have made his loan move to is the Athens, right?
I don't think it's gone through yet. I don't think it's gone through.
But we can talk about that one also later. And also some news on Judgensen. Yeah, Judgensen. I'm sure that's the name. We would also talk about him as the stream goes on. So wherever you are watching us from, Phantom of Minute Topic, big up to you. Everyone in there that is joining us, let us know where you're joining us from. And any question regarding today's stream, I would like to know as the stream goes on. Stephen J is behind the scenes. Stephen have been talking too much, so probably he doesn't need any intro anymore. But well, we'll get through to it. So let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Blue Clouds Media YouTube channel. We are live each and every day, bringing you the most trending news across all social media platforms. We're streaming live on X and YouTube at the same time. So be part of our community as we bring you sports news, and also we get you engaged. Your comments are very, very important. Your questions are also very important. So drop them in the comment section below as the show keep going on. So do not forget, we are streaming live on 2 platforms, like I said, and we'll be right back in just a short second. Welcome back, fools. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media YouTube channel again. And the most controversial, would I say, topic, or the most controversial referee in English football. It used to be Mr. Mike Dean, but Mike Dean has now retired from, being a referee. Now it's Anthony Taylor. If it's not Anthony Taylor, it will be Michael Oliver. But Anthony Taylor is the man that always bring that controversy to himself. And there's so many controversies that we're gonna go into previous games. Some penalties, some dodgy red cards, some unnecessary officiating of fouls, rules that went against Chelsea that shouldn't be. We will look into that. We have images that back what we're saying here. We've watched it. We have video evidence, and we have images also to back what we are saying here on this platform. So, Steven, welcome back to the show, and I hope you're keeping very well, brother.
I'm doing good, bro. How about you?
Not too bad. Today is one of my off days, but then we still have to do what we like doing best, isn't it?
I guess everyone has off days. Just get through it and then you push on to the next day.
That's
Everyone
right.
has them, but it's how we move through the long, difficult days.
Everyone has long days, step by Stephen G. But guys, we are still on. I want to ask you a few questions. If you have any Premier League referee that you don't like, you dislike, you never want to see this referee in your path, let me know why. What's the reason behind it? If you have a couple referees, let me know. If you're an Arsenal fan, you're a Chelsea fan, Liverpool fan, let me know one of those referees in the Premier League that you don't want to see him officiating your team, being part of your team, or you don't want to see him around your team. Let me know who that referee is. But today we're talking about Anthony Taylor, and I've given you even some few statistics. This is just 11 games. Anthony Taylor have managed Chelsea Football Club. I've been in charge of officiating Chelsea's game. This is just 11 games. And I said, Chelsea, with that 11 games, Chelsea have lost 2 of them. I've drew 9 of them. 11 games. Just 11 games. 9 draw, 2 wins, and 5 penalties given against Chelsea with 2 red cards. Some of them are very, very dodgy. So Anthony Taylor is the man on our chopping board today. And also, plus, we have some jokes for you and some Premier League trivia before we end the stream today. So, guys, be part of it. We got so much stuff to go through before, our time is up. Stephen, Anthony Taylor is the guy on our table. We're discussing the performance of Anthony Taylor, the negativity with Anthony Taylor and Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea the fan base doesn't like Anthony Taylor officiating. And I can remember a few months ago or a year ago, there was a petition from Chelsea fans that to the either Chelsea itself, football club, or the fans to the Premier League board that they don't want Anthony Taylor officiating their games anymore.
It's from the fans.
It's from the fans.
Yeah. But, bro, so including Bournemouth on Saturday, yeah?
Yeah.
He would refereed 3. That can't be. Yeah, 3 of our last 5 games. Yeah. He had game week 38, which was Chelsea versus Bournemouth at Stamford Bridge. He then got match week 1, right? Which was Chelsea versus Man City, right?
That's match. Yeah.
So he had back-to-back Chelsea games. Yeah. Then obviously we had Wolves after Man City this season, and then we had Aston Villa. Yeah. Was it Villa? Yeah, it was Villa, wasn't it? No, it wasn't.
Aston Villa. Was it? You're talking about the 4 games? Are you talking about 4 games?
Huh?
Are you talking about 4 games this season?
Hang on. Palace.
Yeah, it was Crystal Palace. I was saying, is it 4 games this season? We haven't played Villa yet.
Yeah, no, that's why I was checking. I was getting confused. But yeah, so he had Bournemouth last game of the season for us. He had the first game of the season, Chelsea versus Man City. Obviously, he couldn't then referee the game against Wolves or the game against Crystal Palace. But he now has, in game week 4 of the Premier League, Bournemouth versus Chelsea. He's had, let's put it like this, right?
Yeah.
Chelsea, after this weekend, would have played 4 Premier League matches. Yeah? Anthony Taylor would have been in charge for 2 of those 4 matches. That means Anthony Taylor, after this weekend, has been in charge of half of Chelsea's games. You're telling me there's not anything suspicious about this? Literally, one of the things that PGMOL and the Premier League tried to avoid with the referees, is the same referee having the same team in under a month. They tried to avoid it, right? We played Man City on the 18th of August. Yeah? Saturday, okay, fair enough. It's pretty much at the 1 month point on Saturday. Yeah? If my laptop started to work properly to show me the thing I wanted, that would also help. I would just have to do it on my phone instead. But Saturday's the 14th. Yeah? So it's nearly a month. So on that one, not a big deal. But they also say they don't want referees, for obvious reasons, essentially, to have back-to-back matches of the same team. I'd argue, surely that stands across seasons. So if he has last game and first game, surely that shouldn't be allowed, right? But that's exactly what happened. If you're so intent on not giving him back-to-back games, or any referee, I should say, back-to-back games, yeah, that should apply from the last game of last season to the first game of the following season, which they failed to do because they gave Anthony Taylor Chelsea's last game of the season, last season, as we've touched on, Bournemouth at the Bridge. They also have given him the first game of this season against Man City at the Bridge. And we all know he missed a lot of decisions, or didn't miss them, but chose not to give a lot of decisions that would have gone and should have gone in Chelsea's favour in the first game of this season against Manchester City, right? And
Yeah.
I sent you something, right? I need to re-find it. But essentially, what I sent was, since April of 2023, so April of last year, yeah, Anthony Taylor has refereed 6 Chelsea games. This obviously does not include the game on the weekend against Bournemouth, yeah? Chelsea's record in the last 6 matches with Anthony Taylor as referee are 3 draws, 2 wins, and 1 defeat. Obviously, that 1 defeat being Man City. Anthony Taylor has been the referee for 3 of Chelsea's last 5 Premier League matches, going back to last season, where he had the last game of that. And then he'll have his second match of this season for Chelsea on the weekend. Chelsea's record in all competitions with Anthony Taylor as referee is 51 matches, 24 wins, 14 draws, 13 defeats, which means 47% win percentage, right? But as we know, especially with Anthony Taylor, yeah, the results, so the wins, draws, and defeats, don't tell the full story, yeah? And
No, it doesn't.
unlike with players, you can't get more detailed stats than that, really, other than cards and whatnot, yeah? But the main thing is that he consistently doesn't give decisions in Chelsea's favour and then gives the exact identical or very similar decision in favour of the opposition in the same game. Chelsea had about 5 penalty shouts in that first game against Man City. Should have had at least 1, maybe even at least 2. Yeah? Didn't get any of them. Didn't get any of them. I can't remember who was on VAR, but if I remember rightly, it was one of the dodgy officials for that as well.
Are you talking about the one where he's covered
first
it out?
game. Huh?
Oh, you talking about this season?
Yeah, this season, yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying we had about 6 penalty shouts.
Yeah, he
in
never
the first game of the season.
Take it. He's so easy to get infringement against Chelsea than it does against any other team. So easy for
I'm getting it up
that.
now as we speak, who the VAR was.
And if the speculation or the noise is coming against Chelsea, when he walks to the VAR, to be honest with you, I'll tell you that you remember that penalty and the red card that he gave to Reece James when we went to I think we played against Liverpool
at Anfield.
And Anthony Taylor did not even spend 60 seconds.
He saw a freeze frame, and then he went, "Yes, a red card." But by the way, you know, I was saying about, just quickly, you know, I was saying about the VAR was one of the dodgy ones as well, yeah?
Yes.
The VAR was Michael Salisbury, which, if I remember rightly, you remember that game, I think it was also last season. It was either last season or season before, where the West Ham player, it might even have been Souček, dived like a goalkeeper in his penalty area and then handballed it, yeah? And Chelsea didn't get a penalty. He was the VAR for that. He was the VAR that refused to give Chelsea any of the decisions that Anthony Taylor waved away in game week 1 against Man City as well. So them two together kind of messed Chelsea up in the first game of the season. Phantom saying that Anthony Taylor's hated by Liverpool too, not just Chelsea. Yeah, but it's a consistent thing with Chelsea. It's all the time. Whereas Liverpool complain about refs, they don't referee their games for about 8 months. We've literally got proof of it. I can't remember the exact referee, but they complained about him around about Boxing Day 2-3 years ago, then he did not referee a single game of Liverpool's until the September the following year. So literally about 8-9 months later, 10 months later.
Like
But
I said,
Chelsea do it, and
Mhm.
Chelsea managers and players and club get fined for it, and then the official gets in charge of Chelsea matches a few games later. But remember, Nee, there's no agenda against Chelsea.
Oh,
You must remember, there's no agenda.
that's what they say all the time, Stephen. Which I do
Mhm.
disagree. Can you hear me, Stephen?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me clear?
Yeah.
Okay. How about now?
I've been able to hear you clear this whole time.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm just adjusting my volume. It sounds a little bit too loud in my ears. Just want to make sure I can hear myself very, very clear. But anyway, we people say there's no agenda. When we say there's agenda, people say there's no agenda. If I can remember, we have over 15 Premier League referees for this season.
21, to be
21.
exact.
So there you go. If even I said 15, if added 6 more
Mhm.
to it.
Yeah.
So it's the Premier League telling Chelsea fans or telling football fans that there are no other referees out there that are capable. Why can't we have that first black referee in the Premier League taking over the Chelsea's for the very, very first time? Is he not
If I
capable?
speak, I'm in trouble.
Is he not capable? That's the question. Why should he be setting key players? There are certain 5 players that are all and not players, referees
Referees.
that are always in charge of Chelsea game. If it's not Michael Oliver, it's going to be Anthony Taylor, or it's going to be that dodgy referee who took over our last game. Either Mr. Modi, or some other bald-headed referee.
It's always the bald refs, for the
Some
most
few
part.
referees, just some few referees that are always in charge of Chelsea game. And I keep asking the question, why can't Chelsea have this new black manager? We want to see him be in charge of our game for the very, very first time. We saw so many bad incidents. I'll show you. I got images. Like I said, I've got lots of images
Mhm.
of these on my screen today. So, like I said, wherever you're joining us from, Blueclouds Media, say Nick Zion himself is right here streaming live on YouTube and X at the same time. So, Phantom of any topic, thank you very much for being here with us. Phantom said Anthony Taylor, our referee again. Phantom said a fifth to hit the like button. Thank you very much, Phantom, for doing that all the time. Big up to you, Phantom. Anthony Taylor is hated by Liverpool to not just Chelsea Football Club. Lions patrons, the Cowboys all week one winners. Absolutely, Lions are not playing around. They're not playing around. It feels so good when you beat the big teams, team like Rams. You know what I'm saying? Matthew Stafford returning to the first stadium. You beat them. You beat them. That's what you do. Phantom Minute Topic said, did Nico Jackson go on international duty, or did he just have a break? No, he went on international duty. Phantom Minute Topic said the VAR should have a final say in NFL. VAR have final say in
Like in
NFL.
NFL.
Yeah, in an NFL. Thank you very much, Phantom.
I'd argue no, because then you get the other issue of when you've got the incompetent people on VAR making the final decision, it's even worse. But it is what it is. You should have a set number of reviews that you can use, like in NFL, like in basketball. Yeah. You can have a set number per half, right?
Yeah.
If you get one correct, it also happens in cricket as well and other sports. If you get one correct, you keep it. If you get it wrong, you lose that review, you have one less, right? And you can have a set number per half. Maybe you have 2 per half, for example. Yeah. If you get it correct, you keep your 2. If you get it wrong, you lose 1 for that half, right?
Yeah.
Then what that could be is that the referee actually goes over to the monitor to check it. Otherwise, if you just don't have that, and they check everything, but the ref can't go and check everything himself on the monitor, yeah, then you're just going to be wasting time, because the best idea is to have the referees go and look at it themselves and then explain it.
That's
But
right.
yeah, what I've got here is all the referees for this season. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. And if I'm not mistaken, about 5 or 6 of these, if I remember
Mhm.
correctly, are dodgy against Chelsea. Tierney, Taylor, Salisbury, Oliver,
Yeah.
Kavanagh, and Gillett.
Names are there. Yeah.
Yep.
Anthony Taylor, just like you
Yeah, this
mentioned.
is what I'm saying. So out
Paul
of all
Tierney,
these, there's
one of
about
them.
6 dodgy ones against Chelsea, yeah? Tierney, Taylor, Salisbury are 3.
Mhm.
Oliver, Kavanagh, and Gillett.
How
I
about
can't
how about
remember last time we
Tama
had
Hooper?
Madley, but if I remember rightly, Madley used to be dodgy with us as well, as did David Coop. I don't think we've had David Coop for like 2 years now.
Tama Hooper.
Simon Hooper, I
Yeah.
can't remember last time we had him. Trust me, if we have a ref and they mess us up, I'll quickly remember who they are.
Very easy. Very easy. All
I'll
right.
go, oh yeah, it's this guy again. I remember.
Guys, if you're watching on the screen, that is the number of referees that the Premier League has, and a lot of them are competent. A lot of them are competent. If, to me, bringing back Anthony Taylor for Chelsea's 4th game in the Premier League or 5th game in the Premier League tells me this, that none of these referees are capable of handling Chelsea football game.
No, it shows you that there's corruption, is what it shows you.
Either corruption, you could say. I don't want to say corruption because I don't have any evidence to back that on my stream here. So I wouldn't say corruption. Either
Okay, you
I'll
don't
say
have to say it. I'll say it. I'll happily say it.
conspiracy. So Steven said corruption. So YouTube, Premier League, if you want someone to, attack, it's not me. You see, Steven, but he's speaking. He's
Hey, I've
saying
got
it on
no
my
issue.
platform.
What they gonna do? Nothing.
I mean, I'll say conspiracy theory or whatever they want to call it. It's something that's not right here. For 5th game, he's already been in charge. The first game against Manchester City, then another game against Bournemouth away from the bridge. That we're gonna have Anthony Taylor again. Something is not right over there. Look, considering all these top, you have bring in Tierney. We all know Tierney's just one of them. Another useless referee, good for nothing referee. Another one of them. And what's the other? Anthony Taylor. I said the poor Tierney, one of them. He also been around for a long time. Michael Oliver, also one of them, and Rob Jones, Simon Hooper, another bald-headed referee. I know him very well. Who again? One guy, one referee. The one that gave Steven. Do you remember the guy that gave Declan Rice the red card, the second yellow card?
The other day.
Yeah.
I can find it in like 2 minutes. I'm literally already on my app.
He gave
so I can
Declan
go
Rice
to...
another card. Declan Rice
in the Brighton game, innit?
Yeah, that referee is one of them.
Chris Kavanagh. I said to you, Chris Kavanagh.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Chris
Tierney,
Kavanagh,
Taylor, Salisbury was what I said, and then Oliver, Kavanagh, and Gillett. I'd also say potentially Pawson as well. He's not exactly good.
They don't officiate using common sense. Some of these referees don't officiate using common sense. They don't. But anyway, those are the we're talking about the Premier League referees that we are dealing with, and we gave you some of the names. 21 referees in all, if by the list that we have on the screen. But there's some few ones we want to talk about, and I want to know if you think that we are just I think will I say slaggering, is that the right word?
Huh?
Slaggering these referees, or just coming over here being negative to these referees. I don't want Chelsea fans alone to agree with me. If you're Liverpool fans, if you're Liverpool fan, whatever fan you are, let me know what your thoughts are on Anthony Taylor. Phantom a minute topic. I've seen your comments coming in. Let me know what your thoughts are on Anthony Taylor. And look at this. In this incident, this is just an image of it. This is the first image. So I think Ben White, either Ben White or Zaka, one of them, he had his store, the whole store on Kovacic foot. The whole store was on Kovacic foot. And do you know the end result of it? He fell. Either Zaka, I'm sure it's Zaka. Zaka fell after, and Anthony Baldhead Taylor gave Kovacic a second yellow for not doing nothing.
Oh, the
You
FA
can see
Cup
the
final.
image is right there.
I'm checking something else, so I didn't see. But you're on about the FA Cup final one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right there. That's the image. Zaka stamped on Kovacic's foot, and then he fell off. He tripped off. And he fell on the floor. So Anthony Taylor gave Kovacic a yellow card, a second yellow card. And he got a second and a red card. He left the game, and he ruined that game. That is Anthony Taylor. That Taylor. And then look at this one too. Again, same old Arsenal. He handled the ball. This ball was Alexis Sanchez handled the ball, and that ball resulted into a goal. Anthony Taylor was the same man in charge of that game and took that as a goal. So the build-up to the goal was being handed by Alexis Sanchez's hand that directed the ball towards that path for him to finish. And that was a goal. It was taken as a goal. And I think Peter Cech was the guy in the goal post, isn't it? If I can remember, Peter Cech was our goalkeeper at that time.
Was he? I can't remember. I can't remember what year it was. No, he probably wasn't. No.
It was Sanchez. It was Alexis Sanchez. It was Matic. It was all these guys. And I think that one was a goal like Conte. And he handed the ball and pushed the ball away from where he is and then followed through and then got a goal. Anthony Taylor did not review this. VAR did not. I think there was no VAR at that time. But Taylor saw this. He was right there. It was just about 6-7 yards away from the incident. And he pretended he did not see it. Leisman did not see it. Anthony Taylor did not see it. It resulted into a goal. There are more. There are more over there where Anthony Taylor was a referee. Look at this. Aspilicueta.
There's so many we could literally be here for a 24-hour stream and still not be done.
And Aspilicueta was about to head the ball, and Maguire really wrestled him down.
He got him in a rear naked choke. He literally got him in a rear naked choke.
Yeah. And this is not MMA. This is now WWE or WFE or WCGGB or WQIST. This is football. If you allow wrestling, choky mood to stop a player from heading the ball, this is penalty. And Anthony Taylor did not whistle and did not do nothing about it. So that's one of them. And if you guys can remember, and go ahead, Stephen.
I said, why would he knee? It's Chelsea. Why would he blow his whistle? It's Chelsea.
So there's so many evidence to back what we're talking about over here. So many evidence. Anthony Taylor, the man in the picture. Phantom, a minute topic. Thank you very much for your comment. Phantom said VAR should have final say. Okay, in FBL, he said, Stephen, have you ever played American football? No, Stephen haven't played American football. He just love it, but he hasn't played it. Phantom said maybe it is us now deciding who gets Anthony Taylor. According to Phantom, Phantom said Anthony Taylor watch Maguire do a wrestling move on poor Aspilicueta. That was utter madness, and this is shambles of a football league that is being watched by millions of people across the globe. If you have the best league in the world and you don't have the best officiating officials, how good is the league then? Is it just based on the players? You should be able to match what you have on the field. If you have the best league should come with the best players, best officiating, best organization, best video cameras, best video analysis, best everything. That is why your league becomes the most watched league in the world. If you have all these top players, the likes of Erling Haaland played in your Premier League, the likes of Mohamed Salah, one of the greatest African footballers ever that have grazed the grass. You're talking about Marcel Desailly and all those players, Michael Essien, Didier Drogba. All these players travel to the Premier League and play there. But why can't you have the best referees to officiate fairly? Over 21 players in the Premier League, but yet they have difficulties. They implemented the goal line technology. They have brought in video assistant referee VAR to help them out. Still, referees cannot apply common sense. And the same rules, the same machine is being used in other leagues, and none of them don't seem to have that many problems like the Premier League is having now. Why? Like I said, if you have any specific referee that you dislike or you never want to see him in charge of your games, let me know in the comment section below. It looks like Phantom of Many Topic is the one rocking the chat, the channel today. Phantom, big up to you. Wherever you are, big up to you, man. Like Phantom. Phantom said that Anthony Taylor watch Maguire do. All right, so I just read that one. So move on, Steven. Anything you want to add to it? There's still more pictures there we can talk about, but yeah, any dodgy stuff you want to add to it regarding as we are talking about the referees before we move on to Noni Madueke?
No, not really, to be honest.
All right, then I'll take over the microphone. Still on Anthony Taylor. Why is he being in charge of just short period of time being in charge of Chelsea's game again, away from the bridge against AFC Bournemouth? That game will be taking place at 8 p.m. UK time and 3 p.m. American Eastern time. Okay. So yeah, Anthony Taylor is the man in our picture today. We still got few more pictures that we want to, look at it, analyze those pictures, and then tell me this. This was at the bridge, if I can remember. This incident also happened at the bridge, and this incident, 100%. If you watch, if it looks, you can't really analyze it very well here, but if you watch the video itself, you can tell that Maguire really had an extra force to Michy Batshuayi's groin. Maguire did not get any card. He did not get no yellow card, no red card. He really moved his leg. It did not just go like force.
He literally kicked him in that area, and it was
really
okay because of Anthony Taylor.
You could tell from Maguire's action. Look at his leg. If you're going down, you wouldn't have that much muscles reflecting in that video if you're going down. But he saw Batshuayi coming, and then he just kicked him with his leg to his groin. Anthony Taylor was the guy in charge and didn't do anything about it. There's so many more images that I can share with you. More images there. Over here, I think this one has to do with. It won't zoom in. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I'll keep it small.
Oh, it's that image. That's funny.
Yeah. Thiago Silva said, just 2 fouls and you give me a yellow card.
It's not even that. You know what it looks like.
He was telling. Yeah, he said the guy's made more than 2 fouls. He didn't do it.
No, but you know what it looks like, innit?
Yeah. It looks like he's raising his middle finger.
Well, no, it looks like he's showing him the 2 fingers, but
yeah, he's showing 2 fingers. But I don't know what you want to say, Steven. Go for it.
No, that's swearing, isn't it? You either show 1 or you show 2. Wait, you didn't even notice that?
Yeah.
I think you would have noticed.
And I was going to talk about this one too, but I think I forgot. I didn't say it. The Cucurella hair pulling. I remember I was going to say under Thomas Tuchel. He says, and Thomas Tuchel said, since when did hair pulling become a thing in our football? Since when? there was a hair pulling in the 18. Anthony Taylor was the guy involved and did not do anything about it. He just let it go, and that resulted into a goal. In the comment on that, Steven, I want to find that image.
Anthony Taylor things is the best way to put it. Wait, was that Anthony Taylor in charge for that game?
Yeah, it was Anthony Taylor. Almost all our Chelsea games is Anthony Taylor.
I'm trying to find it.
If I can remember, it was Anthony Taylor, the guy.
Yeah, it was.
Game. Yeah.
And now ex-referee Mike Dean, yeah?
Yeah.
He admitted last year, yeah, that he didn't want to send his mate, Anthony Taylor, to VAR to review the controversial incident.
How cool is that?
Because they were mates, he didn't want to send him to the screen to rectify his mistake by not calling it on field.
That is very, very disgraceful. But greetings to my big brother. Greetings to my great brother Max from the Bet on Balance. He's no more going by that name. He go by the Blue Bridge. Max, big up to you. I hope you are doing wonderful, Max. I know you watch live on the show. Max, thank you very much for joining us here on the show. Guys, let's go. Let's keep it going. He said a big up, guys. Cucurella hair pull, handball not given in semi-final against Manchester City. Yes, handball not given. In the first game, there was a handball. I saw that handball. Anthony Taylor just didn't care. He didn't care. Did you find that hair pull, Steven?
I was looking for the ref, but I can find the hair pull. And then I can send it to you.
Be able to find that one. Yeah.
Huh?
I said you should be able to find that hair pull.
Yeah, no, I was looking for the referee of it, but yeah, I can get it. Oh, no, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I can get it. I just accidentally didn't realize I clicked on one that was a video initially, but I've got one that's a picture. Hang on.
All right. So while Steven is getting that, we're waiting for Steven to get that in. We're still discussing the performance of Anthony Taylor and the referee officiating in England. Very, 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 very bad in England. So wherever like I said, if you're a Chelsea fan, you're a Fulham fan, you're an Arsenal fan, whatever fan you are, is there any specific referee that you dislike? You never want to see him in charge of? Can you share it? So I'll just have to move from my screen to your screen. Yeah. You don't want to see him being in charge of your football team. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, we have some news on Noni Madueke. Madueke has had a very, very good preseason, and he's taking that preseason performance to his Premier League. He started very well, still very young in a very young day, or I say very young or early days in the Premier League. But he is showing that, look, if Chelsea or Enzo Maresca can give him much more time like they're doing now, he can do wonders on the right-hand side. But there's competition there. Neto there. Joao Felix also, who plays on the left. Neto can play both sides, left and the right at the same time. Noni Madueke, the bad boy, has always come to life. He comes on, he changes game. So that is Romero over there. That's the image. Mm-hmm. I don't know if...
Funny how it's always Romero when it comes to Chelsea, isn't it?
Yeah, Romero all the time. I think he also found himself yesterday. There's something surrounding Romero. He was very bad against Paraguay. They lost 1-0. Yeah, Argentina lost 1-0 to Paraguay. No, is that Paraguay? No, I think either Ecuador. Is that Ecuador or Colombia? Luis Diaz. Mm-hmm. Luis Diaz and his boy. Where's Luis Diaz coming from? Colombia, right?
Diaz of Liverpool, yeah, Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia. I mean, they got a revenge on Argentina. But anyway, that's the hair pull. That's the hair pull against Tottenham Hotspur. And Harry Kane, can you imagine if if the referee has blown his whistle, Harry Kane's header to equalize that game wouldn't have happened. But since when
It
are we
might have
allowed to do this?
because the ball wasn't in play. So technically, I don't think they could have given Chelsea a free kick. So the corner would have still been taken. But the difference is you then have an extra man that could defend over what the opposition have. So
The
if you
lights on
wanted,
or
you
the
could put an extra man on Harry
assistant
Kane.
referee?
Huh?
Is it the video? Is it the VR or the assistant referee you're talking about?
No, I'm on about if it was a red card, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
The ball wasn't in play, if I remember correctly. Therefore, they can't give Chelsea a free kick, so the corner would have still been taken. But if he gets the red card, which he should do, yeah, it means that whilst they would still have the corner, Chelsea would have an extra man. So if Chelsea wanted to, they could put an extra man on Harry Kane and double up on him on the corner. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Max said the ball was in play when he pulled the hair.
I don't think it was. Hang on.
Look, you could tell Harry Kane's about to jump. Look at the body language of all the players. None of the players are standing still. They are in the jumping mood. They're about to jump. So everyone's eye is on the ball. Look at Harry Kane carefully. Harry Kane, Romero is running towards the ball. You know, you can't run when the ball is not kicked. You get what I'm saying? So Cucurella also trying to go ahead of Romero, and Romero just pulled the hair. You could say Koulibaly right there is about to jump. Harry Kane is on his hips, also about to jump. So all of them were about to jump.
Do you know what is pathetic about VAR though?
Tell me.
So the whole thing is that he couldn't get retrospective action because it was seen by VAR at the time. So they couldn't then do anything about it after the game in terms of give him a ban for violent conduct or anything like that because it had been seen by VAR. What a pathetic excuse. Do you remember the Sadio Mane elbow on Azpilicueta like 10, 15 seconds in against Liverpool? Yeah?
Yep.
I think, I could be wrong, but I think that was Anthony Taylor as well. Yeah?
It was Anthony Taylor.
You guys seeing a pattern here, yeah? Do you know what, yeah? Some people said, oh, but it was 15 seconds into the game. Bro, the ball wasn't even near him and he jumped and elbowed him in the head. Do you know what my response was to the person that said that? I went, okay, so because it was early in the game, if I stand on the halfway line as they kick off, yeah, and I swing a punch and smack someone in the face and they drop, I can't get sent off because it's early in the game. Can't be a red card, right? By their own logic.
That shouldn't be right.
No, but I'm saying by their logic that it shouldn't have been a red card for Mane because it's early in the game, yeah? Bear in mind, the ball was not near them when he jumped and elbowed Azpi in the face, yeah? My point is, if I punch somebody when the ball's not near me and the game's just kicked off, by that person's logic in the argument I was having, yeah, I won't be able to be sent off or I shouldn't be sent off because it's early in the game, right?
I don't understand.
If I headbutt somebody, I shouldn't get a red card if it's early in the game.
Which is not right. It doesn't. That doesn't really make sense.
Bro, it's a pathetic argument for the person to make to me. Like, oh yeah, it shouldn't be a red card because of it was early in the game. Okay, so if I then go and fly kick someone in the head, yeah, shouldn't be a red card if it's like the first 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see how people use that as an excuse. Oh, mate, it was 20 seconds into the game. Yeah, but he still elbowed him in the face when the ball wasn't near him. What's your point? And then Sadio Mane went on to score like 5-10 minutes later.
Absolutely. That don't really make sense. But yeah, big up to Phantom. Phantom said there's a ton of evidence Anthony Taylor is a bad referee. Even when it has got nothing to do with Chelsea, he is still inconsistent. The Blue Bridge, Max said the foul by the Spurs keeper where absolutely. It was very funny. where
I remember
Alonso
that.
was booked. Alonso was booked.
Bro,
It's
literally
very,
fly.
very
You
laughable.
know, when I was giving the example of a fly kick, that's literally what Hugo Lloris done in that situation. Essentially, was like a fly kick, and he got
Man,
Alonso, and then he went, "Oh yeah, Alonso's done the foul." All Alonso did was protect himself by covering his face and stuff, and then he went
yeah.
into Hugo Lloris. Bro was protecting himself, but oh no, that's a red card.
Hugo Lloris came out, and he came out. I mean, he was in his 18 though, but he came
He
attacking
was
the
in his
ball.
area, but he didn't
Yeah,
come and
he
try and
didn't go
claim
for the
it with
ball
his
with his
hands.
hand. He
No,
used his leg.
bro, if I'm a
He used
keeper,
his leg.
yeah, and I'm in my area, yeah, I'm going for the ball with my hands because I'm smart. I'm not stupid. I'm not going for it with my feet because I know if I do that, I'm in trouble. It just takes you one little millimeter of catching the opposition, yeah, and you're sent off. Right?
Yeah,
So I don't know how he ended up giving that initially against us.
that's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Big up to my man, Leighton Man himself in the studio. He says a big up legends of the panel. I told you lots of people that taught and some senior executive wanted us to keep Trevor Chalobah. According to my contact, we must win the Bournemouth to keep the noise out. Today, in YouTube, username Rich Moneymaker CFC. Please follow me at Rich Moneymaker 22. You can trust me. I will be back with more tweets because I'm covering. I'm recovering from illness. Sorry, my brother. I hope you get better. And last time I know you sent a message that you're not doing very well. But I wish you the best. Get stronger, brother. Get stronger. Okay. We are still here. We are still here discussing the performance of English referees, and also Anthony Taylor is the man on the table, or the man in the center of the pitch. There's so many evidence, so many evidence, and we don't even have all the evidence on our screen at this moment. But we are taking you through the moments where Chelsea fans started to hate Anthony Taylor. So many things that have gone against and the club, the team during certain games, which we believe that the club is being either the club or the team is being targeted by a certain Premier League referee by name Anthony Taylor. The guy is being put in place to always try and rule Chelsea's performance or bring them down for them not to succeed in from some of the evidence that we've seen. Why Anthony Taylor? Why should be Anthony Taylor? Why should Anthony Taylor be the guy in charge of Chelsea most of majority of Chelsea's game? And I gave you some few statistics, an example, right? I said, and if we look at first, just last Chelsea's 11 game, that Anthony Taylor has been a referee in charge. Chelsea have won 2 of those games and drew 9 of those games. Chelsea lost 5 penalties given against the club by Anthony Taylor and 2 red cards given against the team. So with Anthony Taylor in on the pitch or in charge of a Chelsea game, there's always question marks. Do we believe that 3 points is guaranteed? Do you believe that 3 points is guaranteed when Anthony Taylor is the man in the middle? Let me know in the comments section below. So yes, we are still on discussing the ups and downs of English referees and the man on the table, Anthony Taylor. Where do you stand? Also, we're gonna move on from there. Next on the bill, we will talk about Noni Madueke's performance so far from preseason and how his performance is going with the Chelsea team and with its call up at the Three Lions national team. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Chelsea fan. We are bringing you live stream. We discussing sports news and Chelsea news to be precise. Bringing you live all the way from Detroit, Michigan. So stick with us. We are discussing the performances of setting players. Today we'll be talking about Noni Madueke, young talented player who was with Spurs. He worked under Mauricio Pochettino for a while. He went on loan to PSV Eindhoven, I think, Dutch team. Came back.
No, he got sold to them.
Yeah, he got sold to them. Chelsea bought him back under the leadership of I think Mauricio Pochettino, who has already worked with him. No, I think he was with Chelsea before Poch came in, but Poch has already worked with him, so he knows him very very well, and he entertained him, brought him to the football club. Last season wasn't the best of we didn't see the best of Noni Madueke, but we knew that there is something in that player. This season, he's got brilliant preseason, one of our best players during preseason. I wouldn't say one. I'll say our best player during preseason. And the season also, he took the same performance from preseason to Chelsea season. So far, he's been performing very well. He's got the first hat trick ever in association football, and also with Chelsea. First hat trick. It didn't come so good that to have it when you're playing under Chelsea. And also, we want to see your thoughts on his performance when he had a call up to the Three Lions national team. So these are the things that we are discussing on our live show today. Noni Madueke's performance. How do you see it? We're going to go to Stephen G. Stephen, Madueke, first call up to the national team. How do you sum up his performance?
He came off the bench, I think, 66th minute. He got an assist for Harry Kane, perfectly weighted ball, allowed Kane to shoot first time. He then could have had a chance to score himself as well. And look, anyone that thinks he shouldn't have got called up, I don't know what they've been watching this season. Yeah. I'm not saying this as a Chelsea fan. I'm saying this as a football fan. Yeah. And I don't think anyone would actually think this is biased who's actually watched him this season. Yeah. This season, Madueke has stepped up. Yeah. Let's be honest. Yeah. He hadn't been great since joining us. We'd seen little moments here and there. But this season, he's really taken that step up. And he's becoming a player that, I don't know about you, but me as a fan, I feel like I can rely on him to come in big moments and produce something. The same way it felt like with Cole Palmer last season. Yeah?
Yeah.
You've got a player there who has stepped up. They're performing. Yeah? And okay, we're 3 games into the Premier League season and whatnot, yeah? But he's stepped up so far. He's performing. And he's worthy of a call-up. And then he comes off the bench and he proves why he got called up. He showed he was dangerous, which is what we've been seeing this season in the early stages. Hopefully he can keep it up for the club of Chelsea, and then he can hopefully keep getting call-ups for England and showing not just Europe, but the world of football what he can really do and what us Chelsea fans have been watching. And the other thing I will say is that, as I said, he's clearly, and I mean clearly, gone up a couple of levels this season. Yeah?
Yeah.
All I want now is to have consistency from him. You've started well in the first 3 Premier League games. Yeah? Now, you just need to maintain that. If you can maintain that, yeah, you're going to be a game changer for Chelsea. Palmer was a game changer last year. If Madueke can step up and we've got him, and then if Nkunku gets to where we know Nkunku can get to and we've seen in the past, whether that be in the brief moments we saw him where he was fit last season or before he joined us at Leipzig, yeah, you could have 3 or 4 attackers that look real threats going forward, and that you can feel confident that no matter how the game's going, you've got a few players in there that can step up in a moment and get you the goal you need. Madueke, early stages this season, but he looks like he can be one of those players for us, as is Cole Palmer.
I mean, Stephen, I do agree with you 100%. I do agree with you in terms of Madueke's performance when it came I was watching the game the other day against Iceland, England against Iceland, and I was kind of sitting there. And I was just itching. I was like, "What is going on? I'm not really enjoying this game. I need players that are more direct. I need players that will stop wasting time on the ball. And anytime Jack Grealish gets the ball, Steven, to be honest with you, I get angry and I get frustrated. Like
When
this
who
guy is
gets
not
it?
doing
Grealish.
Jack Grealish. Yeah, this guy annoys me, and I don't know what people see in him that makes them think that this guy deserves to start for the Three Lions. He's one of the most useless players I've seen him play for England. I'm a very, very lucky guy. I wasn't born yesterday. I was born a long time ago. I've seen the best of England. I've seen the best of England, the likes of Giroud and all those players. I want more direct players. Look, I've seen the manager can play his style of football, but if you don't have those direct players in that team, England will suffer. England will still be Gary Southgate England. Put that ball on the side. Those players that take too many touches on the ball, put them on the side. Don't let them start your game because they will kill the morale. Look at Noni Madueke came in, I think about 20 minutes to go. Madueke had an assist and he almost got a goal. Madueke had an assist and had a goal. Jack Grealish was on the pitch for over 70 minutes. What did he provide? I know they both don't play on the same side. Jack Grealish on the left-hand side is useless. He slows the game down. He doesn't make the move in the 18. You draw the ball back again and trying to find another room to penetrate. I'll even say Sterling will be better than Jack Grealish being over there. At least he's trying to get in the 18 and he loses the ball. This guy doesn't do that. Either he falls on the floor or pretend he's been kicked. So Noni Madueke was a player that was so direct. He takes the ball, he wanted to take you on. And look, I'll tell you, I used to be a defender. I play a right center back and I play right back. And you know what I hate? I hate players that runs at me. If you're a striker, you're a winger, and you're always going direct. If you slow the ball down, say thank you because you give me time to breathe. But if you're going direct, you take the ball around, you pass, and you start running, you give me too much problem. And that is what Noni Madueke. No defender want to play against Madueke. He's quick, he's fast, and he's got a pace. He's trickish. He will take you on. He will dribble you. He will kick the ball. He will blast the ball. Whatever he get a chance, he wants to score. You don't want those defenders. If you don't want those wingers or strikers if you're a defender like Cristiano Ronaldo. You don't want to play against Cristiano Ronaldo because he's so direct. So this is my word to Mr. Casley. Casley, whatever your name is, English manager. If you want to win your game, Saka is also good, but Saka is not on top of his game now. A whole 70 minutes Saka was on. What did he really do? Start Madueke. You know you have a super sub. I mean, it's healthy competition on the right-hand side. If Saka is not performing, you know you have Madueke who can come on and change the game. But don't give too much time for Saka because Madueke is a weapon right now for you. A weapon in the national team, a weapon in preseason, weapon for Chelsea at the same time. Do not waste time. Madueke will cook for you. But I like his performance. I think that he deserves. Enzo Maresca have seen his improvement and he's giving him much more time. And I think Madueke deserves it. But he has to lay down that ego when it's not time for him to take penalties. Just stay away from it until you get a chance or you get a shot to start taking penalty. If you know there is a designated penalty taker on the pitch, just walk away from it. Let that person do his job until you call upon it. But besides that, Stephen, I do agree with you 100%. Noni Madueke deserve to be starting, and he has a wonderful, debut for England. An assist alone, we can't take anything away from him, Stephen. So that's my 2 cents on Noni Madueke. Steven, there is some rumors going on that this is off football, but there's some rumors going on that Kamala Harris was wearing audio earrings and being fed lines. He was being fed lines in terms of what to say during his press conference against Donald Trump. There is some pictures going on there with what he was wearing. So yeah, there was something attached to the ears. Apparently, that's what he was saying. I don't know how true that is, but anyway.
No idea. But just quick, so it's the Greek transfer window deadline today. And it closes in about 4 hours and 50 minutes. Chelsea and AEK Athens are still trying to get this loan for Datro Fofana to go through. They've got just under 5 hours to complete everything, including technical.
Yeah. Stephen, we have a DJ on the show today. Big up to you, DJ, and welcome to the show, brother. It's been a while. Hope you're keeping well.
Yeah, big up Nee, big up Stephen, big up everyone in the comments.
Yeah.
How long have you been there?
No, that's all right. I've been here for about 7 minutes, bro. So I've been listening to you guys about the Madueke thing.
Right, that's a long time. I didn't see
That's
you.
all right, bro. That's all right. It's okay, no worries.
Because I was off my the stream yard. I was on different
That's
stream.
all right,
I was in but sorry, I apologize for keeping you waiting.
No apologies, mate. Honestly, I was listening to what you guys were saying was actually spot on. More or less, I mean, both you and Stephen more or less stole my thunder about Madueke, and just like to put out a comment to what's his name on Talk Sport Radio, Darren Bent, who was more or less yesterday when the talk of England were playing yesterday, and they were saying, "Oh, I don't want to see Saka in there. Oh, put Madueke in." He laughed when he said it. Madueke to make his debut. I don't want to risk Saka for the whole of the game. Put Madueke there instead. I'm thinking the guy was mainly making a mockery of him, thinking, "Oh, this guy's not going to be, he's just a stand-in there for Saka." In the meantime, he came on for me. He came on yesterday, and he was more effective on the pitch than Saka was, and I saw him eat his words today, eat his humble pie today on Talk Sport Radio today when some fan rang him up and grilled him completely on a talk show about Madueke, and he just didn't know what to say to it all. But yeah, I was just so happy to hear that today. But yeah,
I mean, we all know that Darren Bent is all about Arsenal. He's all about Arsenal. Everything Arsenal can do anything wrong for Darren Bent. But to be honest with you, yeah, I've said it's Southgate really wants to go for it. Saka is a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's also
he is
direct player, but he hasn't been on top of his game for some few games now with club and country. He hasn't been good for some time now.
No, and but listen, it was just good to hear him eat his words there, because he was more making a mockery of Madueke yesterday on Talk Sport Radio. To be honest with you, it was the way he said it. Oh yeah, give Madueke his debut. He's had a good start to the season. He's laughing like that and saying it on around. I'm thinking to myself, mate, are you really actually giving this guy praise, or you actually disrespect it, or you're doing it in a like tongue-in-cheek manner of disrespect? The way you said it yesterday, and and I thought to myself, yeah, he came on yesterday, set up one goal for Harry Kane, almost scored himself, and I thought to myself, the guy was just. So I was just so glad to hear a fan absolutely grill him today. He wasn't even a Chelsea fan, by the way. The guy that was grilling him, which made it even more funnier. So yeah, he ate his words definitely today.
Okay. Template. Stephen, where's the message coming from?
Can you see that bit there where it says Football Menace live stream template copy blah blah blah, and then wherever it says after that, sorry, photos can't open this file because format is currently unsupported or files corrupted.
Oh, okay. It's what do you call it? Yeah. I got scared a little bit. I thought it was coming from YouTube. But yeah, it's my own message. But thank you very much, Stephen. Guys of Lord Vapor Nation, thank you very much for joining us here on the show today. A lot of comments, guys. I was on a different screen, so I didn't see all these comments that were coming in. Lord Vapor Nation, thank you very much. It's Bournemouth 2, Chelsea 2. Before Haaland, I went to Dortmund. Marina G had a chance to get a Haaland, Jack Grealish. It's a calm. According to my Lord Vapor Nation, he said Lord Veep said Chelsea need to win these mid-table matches. Absolutely, they do. Lord Vapor Nation said I played in defense when I played in my recent tournament that I featured 4 games. 4 games, 1 goal conceded. I said, well, yeah, goalkeeper, Lord. Saka is a pretender
Says
according to
defense.
Phantom. To what, Steven?
Message said defense, I believe,
Defense.
if I heard
Okay.
it correct.
Well, a defender can be a defense. You can put the goalkeepers to be defense, but I don't know. But maybe a defender. 0. He said was how many goals conceded? 0. 1 goal conceded,
One.
probably defense. Okay. Phantom of many topics. Said AFTV says that that Sterling as 100K a week loan is worth it. Okay, loan is what that's what they're saying now. Now they're all saying loan.
Yeah, but that's also coming from AFTV, so
Not just even AFTV alone. Arsenal fans are saying it's a bargain for having Ryan Sterling, but they haven't seen anything yet. I've been seeing training ground. We all
I
see how
can't
good
wait until
Ryan
he
Sterling
gets on
can
the
be.
pitch on Saturday or Sunday, whatever day they're playing.
Yeah,
I might have to watch that, especially just for his performance.
yeah, we're gonna see. They say, "Oh, what is Arteta cooking with Ryan Sterling, doing magic on the pitch?" But thank you very
They
much.
play 2 o'clock on Sunday in a North London derby, innit?
Yeah, we'll see
Oh, I
what
can't
Ryan
wait.
Sterling can do.
I'm watching that just to see how terrible their midfield looks with all the injuries and suspensions, and B, to see how Havertz and Sterling play shocking. It
All
needs
right,
to happen.
Lord said the coach told me not to drop back more when it's my that's my strength. Okay, the coach told me to go forward. Camilla baited Trump on personal rather than policy issue, and he fell for it. Nizayon, it was technical knockout. Trump knockout. You know,
Knockout.
yeah. I mean, Trump he fell for it. He fell for it, but I don't know where you guys stand on it. But I don't want to get into politics right now.
I've not
Do it on
seen
another
it, so I
platform.
can't
Lord V.
comment.
Yeah, Lord V said I played youth league in 1980.
No,
Oh,
that's
Phantom.
from Phantom.
Oh, okay, Phantom to Lord. Okay, Saka has been bad for a few months now, even in the Euros. So this isn't new to us. Or Lord Vipper Nation. Okay, I think Sterling. All right, if a direct message, I would just skip that one so I can catch up with the comments. Lord said Phantom, my defending. Okay, all right. Noni is learning his craft. He's improved his final third. Hope he improved more. Yeah, absolutely. His final third has been much better, Lord Vapor Nation. His final third has been much better. Does Arsenal have a French farm team like Chelsea? Arsenal
What do
has
you
a
mean by
French
that? I don't understand.
Arsenal have a French farm team. Oh, okay. You're talking about
Does
the
he mean
French
like
players
another
in the team.
club that they own?
Oh, another club.
I
No,
presume that's
I
what it
don't.
means.
Is that what you mean? I thought maybe he's trying to say the number of players at Chelsea. Do Arsenal have that? I remember Arsenal used to have a lot of French players because of Arsene Wenger.
I can't remember
Oh, I
what.
think he's talking about the team, like Chelsea have with Strasbourg. Yeah.
No, I think he's on about another club, like how Chelsea have Strasbourg.
Right.
That's
DJ
what I think.
and Leighton said, big up to DJ. Says, do you want Todd Bowley Todd to buy out the clowns according to my brother here. So we are paying for his loan right now. Okay. Max said Madwiki had an excellent debut. Could also have scored 2 goals. Absolutely, he could have. Even when it came on the first 5 minutes, he almost got a goal. I have faith that the legend of Kai Havertz will score or assist Sterling in scoring. Thank you, guys. Keep your comments coming. If you want to join us here, I think I'm gonna pin the link there. If you see it, I'm sure it's right there. If you've seen the link, please do me a favor. You can join us here and be part of the discussion. Nee Sound is here with Stephen G and DJ Stuff. DJ, I know you have a lot in your mind right now regarding Anthony Taylor. We talk about Anthony Taylor. We talk about Madueke also. What do you have to say on Anthony Taylor before we go back to some of the topic we discussed yesterday regarding the mess that is happening or is going on right now at Chelsea Football Club. But let's talk about Anthony Taylor for now.
Oh boy, I said it. Then I think you guys must have seen it on my Discord messages what I said about him. It's just typical, isn't it? What I don't get is this guy did a cock up against Manchester City when he was refereeing the game with Chelsea and Man City. Why the heck is he managing us again? He's refereeing us again this season. He's already done it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Has he already? Is it supposed to be there? Supposed to referee us twice a season or something like that?
Yeah. Just
Has
4
he not-
games already gone, and he's back.
I think he had us about 4 times last season. I'm checking this now.
Yeah, I mean, you guys already know what's going to happen, don't you? I mean, I've already. I mean,
can't wait till he gets the Arsenal, Man U, and Liverpool games. Although actually, I think a couple of those are back to back, so he won't be able to get those. But the others, they'll find a way. They'll find an excuse. Oh, this referee got injured, so we have to put him in.
Yeah,
can see it.
He's nothing, brother. I mean,
last season, just quickly, sorry, cut you off.
Yeah, go on. No, go on. He had
us 3 times last season. He had us 4. Ironically, he had us match week 1 last season, match week 2 the season before.
2.
So he's had back-to-back game week 1s. So 23-24 match week 1 versus Liverpool, 1-1 draw. Match week 12 versus Man City, the 4-4. Match week 21 versus Fulham at the Bridge, 1-0 win. Match week 38, 2-1 win for Chelsea against Bournemouth. And then match week 1, 2-0 loss to Man City this season. And then Saturday, 8 o'clock UK time, he's got the Bournemouth game away.
Oh, bruv. I've already said it in this game,
just
mate.
quick, right?
Yeah, go on.
A couple of the things they say about the referees is that they try not to give them back-to-back of the same team, but surely that would cross over into from old season to new season. And the other thing that I'd quickly say on that, right, is that not only that, but it's meant to be about a month between games, but you can guarantee they'll find an excuse later in the season when they need him to mess us up to avoid us getting Europe.
And you know it's going to happen, don't you, bruv? You know it's going to happen on
That's what I'm
Saturday,
saying.
don't you?
You know it's
that
happening.
pitch, bro.
It's
you
a
just know
possibility.
it's going to happen, mate. It's just 100%, mate. Nah, listen, it's what I don't know. Again, it's just another way of I keep saying it's just another way of the FA or whatever they want to do, screwing Chelsea over as they like to always do, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So look, hopefully he'll referee. I always like to say he'll referee the game right down the middle. But we all know when it comes to Chelsea with him, especially, it'll never happen. So I'm not expecting anything different on Saturday either.
All right, thank you very much, DJ.
Hey, big up, Max.
Welcome back to the stream, Mr. Max. Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. I'm only on for a few minutes. So I thought I'd jump on quickly. Going on to Anthony Taylor, there's another thing which you haven't spoke about as well, where the FA broke their own rules. Remember we played against Arsenal in the FA Cup twice. He refereed us on both occasions.
Mm-hmm. You're meant to get one FA Cup.
And you're only meant to have one FA Cup in your career.
Yep.
But because they said it was a lockdown or something, they gave him that game against Chelsea. After he messed up against Chelsea in the first FA Cup final, we played against Arsenal. And then they gave him the next one as well. So don't tell me there's not something dodgy going on.
That's what I'm saying. They'll find a way later in the season to get past their own rule about 1 month between games of the same team.
Yeah.
I mean, with Anthony Taylor, I don't know what to say. Look, I've been speaking about Anthony Taylor for over an hour now, so I'll let you guys do it. DJ and Max, you guys live in London, and we've seen so many video evidence, images that there is something going on with the FA. We have 21 Premier League officiating officials or referees. Why can't Chelsea at least have the first black manager who was introduced into the Premier League? Was it last season? Why can't Chelsea ever have him? He've never officiated our game, have it? No. So why can't Chelsea have him? Don't they trust in him? Or don't they believe in him? A man that has been promoted from wherever he was coming from, Championship to the Premier League, and he's been in charge of a few games. I haven't seen any controversial decisions that maybe fans were against that manager or anything like that. I haven't seen any around. So why can't we put some trust in some of these managers? But instead, it's just a few managers, some few Mr. Tierney. It used to be what's his name, the Premier League referee
Mike Dean.
with the highest red card ever. Mike Dean, who retired last season. Now it's Anthony Taylor, Mr. Oliver, and Mr. Kavanaugh, and Modi or whatever his name. And they're all most of them are bald-headed referees that always see Chelsea. I don't know, because of the hair of Todd Bowley, didn't like it, so they choose those bald-headed referees for us. I don't get it, but I'll let DJ Max. I mean, you guys can talk about him because I've had enough.
Yeah, I've got the
Well,
refs
it's a
thing
good
up
job I'm
again
not a
as well.
referee as well, because you'd be calling me a bald-headed referee as well. But anyway,
Sorry to all those.
No.
I'm joking. I know what you mean. Yeah,
I don't mean to do that.
but no, I'm not. I'm sorry. But the thing is, when you got a referee, if you got a referee,
I mean, Max, what's the way forward for officiating officials in England? Anthony Taylor have done it not just in the Premier League.
time and time again, then there's an issue there. Because I remember, I think DJ, remember Steve Foy? I think his first name was Steve. The one who sent Aaron Robin off at that time.
Chris, was it Chris Foy? Was it
Max, we can't hear you very well.
Chris Foy.
Yeah, Chris Foy, that's him. Chris Foy.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was another one. I think if you look at history, he gave us the most red cards, even more than what's his name?
Anthony Taylor.
Anthony Taylor. Yeah. And he just always consistently was giving us cards, and he was always refereeing our matches. And so you can name some referees, and you think they're playing against the referee in the Chelsea game. You always know there's going to be a controversial decision. So can't the FA see that? You know, there isn't. I don't know if it's agenda or incompetence, because I think Steve said earlier as well when I was listening that he's just a poor referee, and he is. Would you remember when we were in the Euros? There were hardly any controversial decisions until he was managing a game.
Bro, they were all working fine with the VAR, and then it got to the first game with English officials, and it took an age.
Exactly, and it took them ages in the VAR. Yeah, so I'm thinking, for me, my solution would be to have VAR operated from a different country, because we won't have situations like Steve. I remember that what you were talking about earlier, and I saw that interview, and I made my blood boil about Mike Dean not wanting to give that hair pull decision because Anthony Taylor was a friend and he didn't want to set a friend. What a load of nonsense. If we didn't have the old boys club and people sticking up for each other, okay, you want to keep the English referees in there, put a VAR team in from a different country. There's no 100%. Bias. There's no bias at all. And you get, because you see the way they make decisions in seconds. There's no faffing around and nonsense. So that would be my solution.
I mean, Matt, you can see that, but don't you think that even if you bring other referees from abroad to come and be in charge of this vast situation, don't you think they have supporting clubs that they support in the Premier League either?
Sorry, my headphones cut out a minute ago. What was the first point in your question?
You're saying even if you bring officials from other countries, don't you think it's likely that they'll have clubs from England that they support? But the thing on that, is all officials in the Premier League, I presume in other leagues as well, have to fill out a form every season on clubs that they support, or there's some sort of close connection between, so that then they do their best to avoid it. I think the example that they gave when they were speaking about it, when the Forest thing happened, was if you've got a referee that's a Birmingham City fan, I think it was, or it was Birmingham City or Aston Villa, but they wouldn't be able to referee the others' games. Yeah, so Birmingham fan wouldn't be able to officiate Villa games, but they would be able to officiate a West Brom game because the rivalry is not as intense or something.
Okay. I mean,
on the other side, of it all, though, I was going to say on the other side of it all, though, as well. For me, also, for example, we're all fans, right, of our football club. Yeah, we all, and we hate other clubs. We despise other clubs, right? So if you're a proper fan like we are, we despise other clubs. That could also make referees, even though referees might not be allowed to referee matches at clubs that they may support. However, if they're a true fan of that club and they really hate Chelsea, they can still use those decisions against us, couldn't they? If you look at it from that kind of way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
I'm lost. I'll be honest. I was trying to
Okay,
get
basically, Stu. Max,
Right.
do you get where I'm coming from, bro?
Yeah, sorry, just repeat that. Sorry, I was just talking to the missus.
Basically, right? Do you know, like we all have hate. You know, we all hate different clubs, right? If you're because
Yeah.
we're true fans, right? Now,
Uh-huh.
for example, if you get a referee who says a true Liverpool fan, right, and he's like those fans, and they can't stand Chelsea, right? They can't stand us, as you know, the fans don't like us. Can he not be like, if he's, for example, refereeing one of our games, okay, even though he's not obviously, even though he's not refereeing a Liverpool game because obviously Liverpool's his team, but if he's a true Liverpool fan, he can still use decisions to go against us, couldn't he?
Yeah.
If he
We
was
had
favored.
that. We did have that. Who was the referee? Was it Mike Dean? Who
Mike
comes
Dean.
from the Wirral or something?
Yeah, that's right.
And I remember that game we played against Sunderland, I believe,
Yeah,
where
that's right.
when Marino first came back in his second
Yeah.
spell,
Yeah,
and
you
we had
remember this
two
one well.
guys sent off in that game.
David Luiz was
Had
Yep.
one
we
of them.
won
He
that
smashed the
game,
ball into the air, into the speakers
Yeah.
in the stand.
Yeah,
exactly. Had we won that game, we could have arguably won the league in Jose's first season. But that game cost us all momentum because we were only a point behind Liverpool, Man City that season, and
Yeah.
that game sort of cost us. So yeah, so I don't think even if they're close, if it's a title race and they even from an area which is close to the team who was involved in the title race, I don't think they should be involved in officiating either, because
Anthony Taylor's from, sorry, just quick, right? Anthony Taylor's from the same area as Palmer, Manchester, no? Or near Manchester.
yeah,
that's right.
yeah,
He is.
But he got
He is.
Chelsea versus Man City first game of the season.
yeah,
Genius.
And going back to the FA Cup, remember the Jack Grealish handball, which wasn't
Yeah.
given. In the week he was refereeing. Him and his team, or the whole of that team, the VAR team, were refereeing a game in Qatar, getting Qatari money. So don't think that it's not influential because that's the Man City sponsors.
Yeah.
Not Qatar. Who's Man City sponsor? Dubai, sorry. Yeah. So he was
It was
getting.
one of the countries.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yes. Yeah. So he was getting money from them for refereeing in that area. So don't think that he's not thinking about that. He's gonna, if he makes a bad decision against them, he won't get that big payday again in that region. So it would cross his mind.
It's so spot on, bro.
It's
It's so spot on, man. It's 100% spot on. It just shows you out there how corrupted the game really is, isn't
But
it? And they
even
say,
with
"Oh,
that
yeah,
one, it didn't even go to VA. I want to know why it wasn't even considered by VAR, because I said they're all part of the same team. So why did VAR even look at that one with Jack Grealish? Because he put his, it wasn't as if he was taking his ball away from the ball. He was moving his arm towards the ball because the ball was going underneath his arm, the free kick.
Yep.
So
Yep.
and for VAR,
But
even
then
if
he still
I'd
gave
have-
us a corner.
and yeah, that's it. That they gave a corner, so he knew that he took a deflection. So VAR should have looked at it on that basis alone. And that's for me is the fact that even if VAR did look at it and made up some cock and bull story about
They
why
did, by the way.
they didn't, well, at least I say okay, they looked at it. The fact that they even look at it,
That was annoying.
it just shows that it was a bit dodgy.
I mean, guys, you can
Always
look
know
at
it's
you can even
Chelsea.
look at this on the screen that Mike Anthony Taylor was in charge of this game.
Yeah.
And look at Sterling. Right down from his thoughts under his boots to
Timo
Timo
Werner.
Werner's chin. Nothing was given. This is a red card
Mate,
offense.
that's a red card offense. You
Red
can
card.
snap the guy's leg.
Yeah.
Nothing was given at all. And I don't understand. Consistency is what's always created this problem. Consistency in the Premier League is never there. We've seen one with the Arsenal game. One game created two, circumstances where officiating should have been the same. But
I tell you, the worst one though is that game against Palace, that Gillette guy, because for instance, Gillette, the one who refereed against
Yeah,
Palace,
he's the
even if
one
you
that
say
sent off Gusto last season after going to the monitor when he slipped.
exactly, and the thing is, when you ref, if you say okay, he's not he's consistently poor or something like that, he was. Remember, the Kamada, the Crystal Palace player, fouled one of our. He consistently fouled. He did 4 fouls, no card, and then I think who was it? I think it was Pedro. His
Will
first
Hughes.
challenge.
Pedro. Yeah.
First challenge, he
On
gives him a
yeah.
yellow card.
I remember he even said it was just the first one, my first foul.
Exactly. And that guy was allowed to do 4. I don't think he got a ticket in that game, did he? I don't think he got.
No.
He went throughout the
Are
whole
you on
game
about
without
Will
getting.
Do you know
Hughes?
And Will Hughes should have got
Will
sent off.
Hughes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Will. Yeah. Yeah. He should have gone. I
Was
tell
it
you
Will
what, Max.
Hughes that did the exact same challenge in the first half as that he should
He
have got
did the same
sent off, or
Yes.
was
challenge.
it a
Yeah.
different
Exact.
player?
Exact. No,
Was
it
he
was
the
Will
guy
Even
with
Hughes,
blonde
mate.
hair?
When Dermot Gallagher says it was, because Dermot Gallagher usually sides with the referees. When I saw Ref Watch
Yeah.
on the Monday, even he couldn't have an argument for that one. He said he should have gone,
Yeah.
and that
And yet he
arguably
argued
changed
the
the game.
handball one from the Man City game, and they all got their little rule books out and went, well, it's right here on the diagram, it's a handball. And then he tries to defend it going, well, when I was at the meeting, yeah, mate, it's in their rule handbook from the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Premier League.
Yeah.
You ain't
yeah,
getting away with it.
yeah,
But
Do you
when
know
he
what?
agrees with them, you know it's bad.
exactly.
And do you know what, Max? I mean, Steve will probably vouch for me as well. That game, because we were both at that game. You know how many decisions went against us in that Palace game? I think I counted. What about Steve? How many was it about? What? I don't know.
I ain't
Maybe
got the
4.
finger and toes to count it.
And the
I
thing is,
tell you,
when you don't
yeah,
give a yellow card for persistent fouling, then they'll
yeah,
carry on doing it and breaking up the game.
Mhm.
After your
yeah.
second or third, you do that, then you're on tender hooks. You're not going to be going in rash. He was, and they can arguably,
Proper as well.
yeah, they can damage one of our players, and it makes, and a lot of people are going on. Oh, we only drew 1-1 with Palace and everything else. If anyone, most of us have played football there. If you
Yeah,
see decision after decision after decision going
going
against you,
against
then
you.
it's gonna
Yeah,
make your heads drop a bit. You're only human.
spot
I
on, mate.
agree. I agree
Spot
with
on.
you guys. Yeah, if you see those decisions not going your way, it can even destroy or maybe bring your level of performance down, just like we saw with Neto. I think that the first yellow card that he conceded, the first mistake, really, really brought his performance down because he was scared he could get a second yellow card that could see him off. So, yeah, it's very, very painful when the inconsistency plays on the pitch. So, guys, so we are streaming live still on X and YouTube at the same time. We're gonna move on from this Mr. Taylor situation. Very, very
Me,
inconsistent
just quick, right?
defender. I mean, referee. He's done it both international level and even the Premier League level, World Cup level. He's always thinking the place. But Steven, let me take that word
Mhm.
from you. One word from you. Then we can move on
Yeah.
from there and see what DJ has to say. I know DJ want to talk to me about Todd Bowley and a whole lot going on with the clay. And they call them the clown and the clown league. And I want to hear Max also point of view and where Max stand on how things are shaping itself, how things are going right now at Chelsea. But Steven, go for it
Mhm.
before Max come in.
The whole
Walking
thing
back,
with Gillett in the Palace game, yeah?
yeah,
Literally, as soon as he gave us a foul for like gave us a yellow for like the first foul we did, yeah?
Yeah,
I turned to everyone around me. I went, he's got to send us off, just like he did for the game last season where Gusto slipped. He's got to do it again. Because you just know, like, from the way a referee starts the game, you know as a fan, like, there's something's going to happen, yeah? The fact that they got away with decision after decision after decision, yeah? It's like, oh, play on, yeah? Get up. And then we do it. Oh, yeah, yellow card straight away. It's like, just, you know when it's the same refs, you just get a feeling that something's going to come from it. And honestly, I genuinely thought he was going to send our player off. I just, in the back of my head, it's
it
like,
looked it, didn't it?
it's going one way only, and we're going to lose because of a red card.
Yeah.
all right. So guys, so if you're joining us, so we have Dan also joining us on the stream. Leighton Maman said a big up to everyone in there. Modric has to improve, or else he could be loaned out in January, according to my contact. And Todd wants to see Trevor Chalobah back in January,
He didn't
according
want him to
to
go.
Leighton. So let's hear from Max. Max, take 2 minutes to address certain things that You think that whatever is going on with the football club, with whoever wants to buy shares for the other, with all the 64% and 35% or 34%, whatever percentage it is. Also with the stadium development and seeing Chelsea out of Stamford Bridge to nearby, I think they said about 10 minutes away from Stamford Bridge and all
Earl's
that.
Court.
What's
Earl's
your
Court.
take on it? I'll come
All right, okay,
once
then
you're
this
done. I'll go
yeah,
to DJ and then go to
yeah,
Dan.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
First of all, okay, with the ownership, it's just a bit of a mess, isn't it? All of it's a bit of a mess. And the thing is, out of I don't know, out of the two, it's the worst of two evils, I think. Um, I'd probably take Bodie's approach if everything in the news is true, because I've been screaming out not just to buy young, but to get some experienced heads in as well to make us competitive, and that's the briefing that's coming out from the Bowley side. Um, the being bought by an investment fund isn't good because have they got the best interest of Chelsea, or
Nope.
is it a case of them wanting to get some assets and make them into sellable assets and then sell them on and not really care about the club side of things as well. Um, we've been doing this formula before with Roman anyway, where we bought in some players sometimes just to sell. But the difference with Roman is that he wanted a competitive side as well. We
Yep.
bought in experienced players, so we can't just buy 23, 24 year, 23 and below and expect results, because like what Clearlake are saying is a return on investments in the next 15, 20 years. So but what happens in the next 5 or 6 years if we're not competitive? What happens if we don't get Champions League this season? Players are going to want to wait, and Cole Palmer's too good to not be a Champions League player. So our best players are going to want to leave if we're not going to be. How long are they going to wait for us to get into the Champions League? That's what we got to be asking for. And this project will fail if we don't have some experienced heads in there. So you know what I'll do? The government made this mess, so the government should come in and sort this out, this bickering, or let Roman decide who he wants, Clearlake or or Todd Bowley. Because at the end of the day, Roman was the one who made the decision. Did he vote for Todd Bowley's vision or for Clearlake's vision? I don't know. So let's make. I know they won't do it, but that's me. That's me on Cloud Cuckoo Land saying this, by the way, because it won't
That's your
happen.
hope, basically, is what you're
But
saying.
yeah, exactly. But I'd just say, look, the government got us into this mess, so let them sort it out. On the ground thing, I know a lot of people want us to stay at Stamford Bridge. Ideally, I'd want us to stay at the bridge. I've got an attachment. I've been to every part of the ground, even the benches, the shed, the corporate boxes. I've done a lot. But if we need to compete and progress, if it means moving down the road to Earls Court for a 60,000, then I want us to, because we need to be able to be competitive. And it's either we keep a 40,000 stadium and keep selling players for pure profit, like the homegrown, or we try and move on. I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be against moving if but two things need to happen though. Pitch owners need to be able to move their shares to the Earls Court area, and so that they still have that ownership of the pitch, or because we don't want another situation like what happened. The reason why we had pitch owners in the first place was because Marler Estates wanted to sell our ground and we would have been homeless. So we don't want that to happen again. So if there's an agreement, and if it was, I know that Earls Court they rubbished it yesterday, which is a shame, because for me, the only the only two places I'd have moved to would be Earls Court or Battersea. Obviously, Battersea is no longer on the table, but it has to be within a 2 or 3 mile radius of Stamford Bridge. We don't want to be moving 10 miles away or something, because that's not Chelsea. Chelsea needs to stay in that area or round about that area. For me to sort of be happy. If anything else is not on the table for me, I prefer to explore the opportunity of redeveloping Stamford Bridge than moving 4 or 5 miles away from the bridge. Yeah, so that's my take on those two stories.
I do agree with you on that, Max. I feel like I mean, I know there's so much history playing at Stamford Bridge, and people are talking about someone is being buried under the ground and all that kind of stuff. I understand the sentiment, I understand the history, but we are talking about modern day football. We've moved on from just emotions. We're talking about business. We're talking about numbers of people. There's so many people that wants to be able to get to Stamford Bridge and watch games, and to be honest with you, the stadium there is not capable of handling 50,000 people. So why not? From what I'm hearing, the stadium is 2.7 bigger than Stamford Bridge, which is 2 times of the size of Stamford Bridge. So it means that if Chelsea are lucky, we can get 70,000 people on, people on that pitch. And we have to remember all the handicapped, the disabled people. We have to find room for them. The media people, also most of them, more fans. Also, the more numbers we have on the pitch, that's how numbers we can command in terms of sponsorship and all that kind of stuff. And also, we have to remember, it's not just the number alone, the beauty, the nature of the stadium. If you come to America, they are building, I'll say 3D stadiums, 3D stadium, the Bank Stadium, all that. People think that not Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is the best in the world. No, move away from London, come to America, and you will see one of the top world class stadiums. And that is what whoever these owners want to build. And saw the design from Roman Abramovich. But Abramovich was also thinking of moving away from Stamford Bridge. You get what I'm saying?
He
They're all
was.
looking at the bigger
And
picture.
and the
He
other
looked at
thing
Piracy.
is, the other thing is as well, if Earls Court was a viable option, then for logistically that's a better place because of the
The
tube
train.
station. We've got the tube
Yes.
station,
Three train stations,
Three.
right?
and so it's easy for everybody to get to. Whereas with Fulham Broadway, going to Fulham Broadway after a game, or even walking down to Imperial Wharf is a bit of a nightmare. And then when you're thinking, if you're adding an extra 18,000 to the 42,000,
Good
so
luck.
that's even more people to try and get on those trains. And as DJ would probably tell you, it's just a nightmare getting on those trains after a match.
Oh,
It is
Bro,
a
I
nightmare.
normally
it's a
walk to Old
proper
School and I go
nightmare.
by train anyway.
Yeah.
It's a
It is
proper
a
nightmare,
proper
Max.
nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Proper
Oh,
nightmare.
Thank you very much, Max. So let's go to DJ. Let me hear what DJ have to say regarding all these issues.
oh,
Then
God.
Dan will come to you, Dan. Dan, thank you very much for joining us here on the show today.
Big
But
up to
let's go to
my
DJ.
big up to my blue brothers. Big up to
Thank
blue
you.
brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DJ,
yeah. First,
drop everything,
yeah.
drop all the minerals today.
Bro.
We're
No,
taking your
I'm
minerals.
listen,
All
bro. I'm not gonna.
negative, all positive, we're taking it, DJ.
I'm not gonna drop any negativity. It's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
What I had in my head about these owners when they came in. Some of it's now coming into fruition with them, and I'm hoping now. It's not. It wasn't. I was trying to say. I had to tell you guys. So it's what I was. But it's this squaggling. I mean, it's all this squiggling of. I mean, all this nonsense around our football club at the moment. I mean, look. I'll be honest with you. I never wanted any of these guys at the football club, and if it was in my way, I'd have none of them there, and I'll get someone completely and get Roman back. But that's never going to happen. But if you ask me to choose a pathway of what I'm hearing in the media now, and what I'm seeing is, I probably would just probably say I'll just about go Todd Bowley, and that's only because the guy he's got, obviously we know he knows the sports franchise from America with the teams that he's got in there and how successful he's been with them. When you're selling to what we call, like Max said, to an equity firm, you don't know what these guys are going to do with a football club. All it's going to be about is, yes, we want to make a sustainable profit on the football club. Don't care about how we do it. Whether it takes 5, 6, 7 years, we buy this, we buy that. Club suffers as it's doing at this moment in time, and all this nonsense that's coming out as you're hearing now, and the laughable stock at Chelsea at the moment, as we are at the moment, from all rivals out there. We're a laughing stock at the moment in terms of what's going on with our football club. And as fans, for me, and I'm sure it does for you guys, especially all us, because we're all proper Chelsea, it hurts deep down to see what my club is going through at the moment and seeing all this. Because I always said to myself with these owners, I always said, get me these certain players to come in and I'll start maybe biding my time. Yeah, João Felix came in. I was hoping obviously Victor Osimhen or maybe an Ivan Toney would have come in, would have changed my mind about how they are. But now I'm looking at the big picture and thinking to myself, Todd Bowley wanted these guys in, it seems, but it looked like the guy who's at the problem of it all is Barley, and he's the guy who doesn't seem to want to get these players in on wants to just get these youngsters in, put them on 8-year prison year contracts and keep them at the football club for years to come. Yeah, for me now, how I look at the situation, if we ever listen to everything we're saying in the media, Bowley's trying to get a consortium done again. I think he's looking around now for other investments. I do believe he is looking in the Saudi. I think he's trying to go down the avenue of trying to find somebody, maybe someone from Saudi, to come in and help him to get this thing together. Because my understanding is Barley's got what 90 billion worth of assets, and he's like what 63% ownership, what 63% shareholder within the company. They're trying to get these. Is that right? Over 32.
Clarify this just quick.
Yeah, go, bro. Go on.
So I think if I remember rightly from what I read, it actually Egbali has a personal stake of about 2%, right?
2%, right? Yep.
Bowley of any individual has the most at about 12 to 13%. Then Egbali is also Clear Lake, but the big percentage is actually the investors. So he's just representing his obviously company's investors, but he has a personal stake of 2%. In terms of individuals, Bowley has the most, as I said, about 12 to 13%.
More.
The one thing I'll quickly add as well is that at least with Bowley, you can look at the Dodgers and go, okay, he got youth and experience, and he got them experts, let them to do the work, which is all the stuff we're hearing he wants to do here, right?
Correct.
You've literally got it there in your face. He done it there. He's got experience in this area, so you've got something. Whereas private equity, I'm scared. Also, one of the other companies that they used to control or something was just filed for bankruptcy. So,
oh my days.
Yeah, not good. But another thing on that, right, is I know that people have seen the bankruptcy thing and they've got like afraid, right? Bro, we're Chelsea Football Club. We'll never be short
100%.
of people who want to invest and be interested in buying the club. We don't need to worry.
Yep. No, and this is what I'm hoping to happen. This is why I'm hoping why I'm gone more, because to be fair, and you were asking that question, Nee. You were asking the question of, or is it Max? I think it might have been Max. You were asking the question, did Roman Abramovich want Todd Bowley? Yes, he only wanted Todd Bowley. These guys just came in as investors to help out. I don't think Claire Lake had anything to do with any of this. I don't believe in the beginning, because I think maybe Roman Abramovich must have thought he's selling the club.
Bowley wanted us in 2018. So
2018, I remember in 2018.
Yeah,
in 2018 he did want us.
DJ, can you remember 2016? Right, 2016.
I remember he was interested. I remember when Roman was going to sell almost.
Okay. Yeah, no, when Roman Abramovich wasn't allowed at the bridge for a year or two, he hasn't been at the bridge. He only went to the European games, didn't it?
Yeah, because he couldn't go. He was banned.
Yeah, he was banned from the UK Premier League games. He couldn't because he didn't have a visa and all that lot. That year, Todd Bowley wanted to buy the clubs of Roman Abramovich, and Roman Abramovich turned it down and said, "No, you don't know nothing about Chelsea Football Club, and you don't know nothing about football. I don't want you at, but I don't want no way you near at the top." Now sudden, after that, what happened? I reckon Todd Bowley's friends were good mates with Boris Johnson. That's why Boris Johnson got Todd Bowley to buy the club, the government. That's what happened. So Roman didn't want Todd Bowley at all.
He didn't want him at all. Whoa, okay.
No, he didn't. He didn't want him out at all. That's why he was trying to decline it all.
No, that's not entirely.
He was trying to decline
at the time.
Dan, do you have really evidence to back that? How do you know
at the time?
Wait, I missed what he said. What's he say?
No, what I'm saying
there is evidence. There is evidence. Because you go on to Johnny Mills before Johnny Mills, before this happened. He's not racist, Bob. He's had a DNA test and confirmed that he's not racist at all.
I don't want to be honest too much because of it's not the topic and it's a different person, right?
Yeah.
But I literally looked up. There's no company under that name at that address, right? There's no company with that logo. Yeah. There's so many things that dispute it. I'm not saying the guy isn't legit, but the stuff in the document and stuff like the address and the company and all that, definitely fake. The guy himself might be legit, but the rest of it is definitely fake.
Okay.
See,
All right,
correct me
Max.
if I'm wrong.
Ma-
Sorry, I was going to say. I was go on. Let Max come in. Sorry, Nee. I was
Okay.
going to say something else, but go on. It's
All
cool.
right. As soon as you land, you can jump in, DJ.
No.
What I was going to
Max is
say,
got a
what I
few
was
minutes.
going to say
Let
to
Max come in.
Dan,
Go on,
Yeah,
Max.
that's what
I
I'm
need
saying.
to,
When Max
do my last
lands, you
point.
can jump in, DJ.
Yeah, my last
That's
point.
fine.
I got
Yeah.
a meeting in a minute. So, what I was going to say in response to Dan, that's not entirely true. Part of that's true because when Todd Bowley first wanted us a few years ago, yeah, Roman did say, yeah, he's probably not ready. But what Bowley then went and did, he went and studied football. So he studied about football in preparation to get a football club. So this was 6 years later, and so he was in a position where he understood a little bit more about football. And just one last point, you know that 4-4-3 formation that people
Yeah.
were laughing
It
at and said
was
it was
Boehly.
Bowley. Apparently, it was Egbali who said
Who
that,
said
not
that?
Bowley.
Made up that
Yeah,
formation.
yeah.
I wish it
Yeah,
could
Apparently,
be
yeah.
bro,
4-4-3.
it
No,
came out with like a
it was Todd
misunderstanding or
Bowley.
something
It
on
was
Clear
it
Lake.
was
It
Todd.
wasn't
No,
Todd Bowley.
it was Todd Bowley said four four
It was
three.
Egbali. They came out and said it
It,
yesterday.
it,
And
it's the, I,
and
it was
No,
both
Egbali
of
no,
them.
hasn't
It was
it
both
came
of
refuted
out
it.
them.
the other
Both of them
day.
said it.
It came
Egbali
out the
hasn't
other day
refuted
where
it.
they said it was
It was
like a
Egbali.
confusion thing on Clear Lakeside.
Yeah.
I think both of them need to just get out there. They're embarrassing the
Well,
club. I'll come to it after when DJ's finished anyway. I'll
no.
come to it
I
after.
was. As I made the point in the very beginning, I did say, "Go on,
Media
go on." Let
YouTube
Max
channel.
finish.
Don't forget.
No, I've
Go
made
on,
my
Nee.
point
Sorry.
now. I made my point. If you don't see me, guys, I need to run because I've got a meeting in a minute. But
All right,
thank
Max.
you.
All
Big
right,
up,
Regards to
carry on,
Max.
Max.
Big
Carry
up
on.
to you,
I'll
bro.
regards to
still
your
listen
family,
for a
bro.
while. And jump in.
Regards to your family, bruv. Yeah.
Okay, I'll come on
Um.
again. It's an interesting conversation. So
Oh,
Def-
brilliant! Excellent.
Definitely.
hopefully be part of it
Great
again.
talking to you again, man.
And also, the house
Cheers.
call is fake. It's fake. They're not
Huh?
getting house call. It's all
All
fake.
right.
Fake news.
Thank you very much, guys. So we're still live on two platforms, streaming live on YouTube and X, wherever you are. We hope that you're keeping well. Your day's also going well. It's already evening in UK, closing to 6 o'clock. I think so. Yeah, it's past 6 o'clock, around 6:37 right now, 6:37 UK time, and you are looking at 1:57 lunchtime here in America. We're streaming live on two platforms. My name is Nate Zion with my co-host Stephen G. With those wonderful special guest, DJ South and Chelsea Dan. Always, he's a Wikipedia writer and editor. And what's his name
Yo,
again?
Wikipedia.
Johnny
Yo,
Minerals is his
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia writer and editor. All right,
Nice.
so that's what we're
Johnny
talking
Mills
about
like
over
this
here.
Wikipedia.
So if you're joining us here, yeah, Nizaon is my name with Stephen G. So he was Nizaon always say subscribe, like, and share the stream. We're hoping we could get more than 10 likes today. Likes, I mean, people have been dull today, man. Why are you guys? Well, all my subscribers,
Yeah.
we're getting close. We got now. Looks like we got 890 something, 92 or 93 to get to our 4K. We're that close. We are that close. I know we can achieve it.
Come on,
We
people,
can
get that.
achieve it.
Let's
We
get out
can
there.
do it.
Come on,
There,
smash this subscribe.
I
It's not hard. Smash
was
it.
just
Smash this stuff.
I was just going to say, Nee, quickly,
yeah.
you know,
Go
as
ahead.
you know
Go
in the
ahead.
very beginning, you know how I felt about these owners in the very beginning. Dan knows, you know, that's how I felt about them. Everyone knew how I felt about them coming, and I thought it would be bad for Chelsea, right? But then what I'm looking at, I still, if you were to ask me now, who, because of the situation that it's come now, we're completely ripped apart with these owners. As much as I say both of them to go, I'm looking at it from another angle point of view of who's got them more experience in sport franchises, and obviously all the fingers point to Todd Bowley in terms of that. The guy's obviously got his teams in America that he deals with, the Dodgers. We know he's got the I think is it the Dolphins as well? He's got all that.
Lakers.
Well, Lakers. Sorry, the Lakers. Sorry,
I
the
think he's
Lakers.
also got
He's got
one
them
of the. I think he's got the women's hockey team as well. Like he's
as
in
well.
basically every sport, bro.
Would in that kind of way, bro, I would look at it and say, from that kind of like way, I probably would say, as much as I don't want any of them, I would probably go down the avenue of him. If he can go and get these because what I'm hearing and I'm understanding is he is actually looking for some investors to come in. Now, the talk I'm hearing is he is actually scouring the market in the Saudi league. Because obviously we all know the Barons are all there. If he can get someone from down there to come in and help him buy out Ed Barley, brilliant. He'll do that. Okay, and if he can do that, and he wants to get Chelsea we're talking about. Oh, he wants to get these Chelsea players. He wants to get these players in. He sees them more. I would love to see when Stanley and Stewart gone. Let him go and bring a proper director of football in. If this does all work out, bring a director of football in to come and run your football club how you want to run it. okay, a proper director of football, like Roman Abramovich did when he nicked Peter Kenyon off Man United. Do the same thing and go and find someone, scour someone to go and get in to come and do that. Get rid of all these idiots in the background that don't need to be there, that are completely at this moment in time turning our club in a circus act. At this moment in time, get them out. Bring these other new guys into that know football. Bring back some of the legends to come in the football club to help you if you need to. Do that as well. Yeah. And take the club forward. Take us back to where we want to be. And in terms of the stadium situation, I don't want to move from Stamford Bridge like most do, because I've been going for Chelsea for how many years? I've probably lost count how many years I've been going to watch Chelsea play at Stamford Bridge, sitting in the Matthew Harding upper. I've been going for years and years and years and
Or
years.
even I've gone for about 20 years.
I'm probably longer than you, Steve.
Oh, bro, I'm 25. You've definitely gone longer than me.
Yeah, and for
It's
me,
been a long time.
it's been a long time, man. It's a long time. Probably the same time as Dan, maybe even long, maybe even Dan might be even longer than me. I don't know. Or maybe, but it might even be the same time.
I used to go with my granddad. I used to go with my granddad.
DJ land. So Dan,
Go on,
yeah.
DJ.
So I got a question for you, DJ. Before we move to Dan, else
please.
We're gonna be interrupting each other.
Yeah, so if we go to Earl's Court, if the room and that damn things, I'm seeing a lot more saying. Look, if you look at the business newspapers out there, it looks like Earl's Court has been mentioned. So when business newspapers mention that kind of thing, it can't all be fake news, as we're pointing out. Maybe some of the outlets are saying that, but that it's going into. I do believe is it Bloomberg have also said that something like that about it going into maybe us moving to Earl's Court.
Yep.
As well, possibly happening. Now we keep Stamford Bridge. I've got an idea. You go and build Stamford Bridge. Go and build a new stadium. Get 60,000 capacity crowd in there, and then what you do is you take the ladies' team out of where they are and put them at Stamford Bridge to play. 42,000. Boom, you're done. You got the ladies' team. You've got Stamford Bridge. Yeah, get rid of Kings Meadow. Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah,
then get the ladies at Stamford Bridge, and the men can go and play at the Earl's Court, wherever we're going to move to.
Thank you very much, DJ. So you said beginning of your your statement, you said you don't want Chelsea to move away from Stamford Bridge.
Yes.
Are you saying now that you'll be okay if they move from Stamford Bridge and then bring in the ladies to play at Stamford Bridge? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, bro. The reason I'm saying that is because we will mention that term investment, right? I'd rather us go and get a huge 62. If it can't be at Stamford Bridge, which I was hoping it would be, because from the beginning, as we all knew, they were all talking about building from the bottom up on the stands at Stamford Bridge, starting on one stand, then going to another stand, then going stand by stand. Obviously, that can't happen now for whatever reason or another. I don't know why. Maybe it hasn't been ruled out completely, by the way, guys. It still can be a possibility.
Everything is still
rule out moving out to the possibility.
These owners don't want to do it.
So,
I agree with you. One of the reasons why, because I was thinking maybe if we are all looking for a bigger stadium that can fill thousands of people, I think the better way is relocating, and it's not far off from Stamford Bridge.
Earl's Court is lovely, by the way.
It's literally 10 minutes down the road. Yeah.
I mean,
and as I showed everyone yesterday, you've got West Brompton Station. You literally cross the road,
Stephen,
and you're on the site. And then the same at Earl's Court. You literally cross the traffic lights, and you're on the site.
But
there's only one thing about Earl's Court, right? People don't understand is there's a company called PDA. Right?
Yeah, we know this.
No, they can't, because they own the Earl's Court. It's up to them if they want to sell it to Chelsea Football Club. And from the looks of it, these little PR brown envelopes, like journalists coming out with all this thing, I've watched Eunice, right? You know Eunice?
Oh,
right.
I don't want to hear
Eunice.
No, I don't want to hear any of those people.
No.
Yes,
okay.
500 million might do it.
No. Okay, wait. I'm sorry, but the thing you've got to understand is he put out a statement where these proper things come out where this is all fake news that Chelsea's going to buy Earl's Court, because they can't have the parity of the buy the Earl's Court, because the council of London don't own it. It's a PDA company who's got billions of money, more than these owners who run that Earl's Court place. They own that, and it's up to them if they want to sell that spot to the Chelsea Football Club. The situation with it is, as you got to understand this, right? We had promises of Roman back in our day that the Stamford Bridge was going to be rebuilt. He had it all organised. He had all the thing, and to
he
build a
had the
stadium.
projects.
And Todd Bowley, and Todd Bowley and Ed Barley
Get that.
made a statement out where they signed the agreement to make the promises of the Chelsea fans that they will build over 62,000 capacity of the Stamford Bridge, and then that because it's our home
You won't
ground.
have done a
Yeah,
Stamford Bridge. You won't have
it's our home
60
ground.
Stamford Bridge.
But
You wouldn't have.
us lost. We Londoners, me and DJ, we
Lee.
go to home games. Yeah, we know lot
So
Stamford
Steve.
Bridge. Yeah, right. The situation this year, there was a promise of the statement of the law that they have to build the stadium at Chelsea Football Club to build it to 62 capacity. And the thing was when it was already built and all organised by the Roman families and the architects of this at Stamford Bridge. They was the ones who was meant to spend that money once they bought the club to build that. And now suddenly now they're going to want to come out and talk about they're looking somewhere else to build else cool. Or before that, my fucking know the old Brentford Football Club DJ. They apparently was built. There's been a news about a report on the other day on the newspaper because my nan put me in, that they're looking at that. And where my nan lives in Fulham, at the back of there, there's a massive international marketplace, like the sale market where people do like sell clothes and all this lot there. Yeah, they're looking to buy that place on there near Tesco's. It's like the situation is false. It's fake news. If it does happen, yeah, what are they going to do with the PDA? My standard is right. It's a shambles of a joke. These owners, by Claire Lakes and these Ed Barley and Todd Bowley, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Todd Bowley from the start, he brought in Raheem Sterling. But you got to understand, it wasn't just him, it was Thomas Tuchel. He told Todd Bowley to bring these players in because they have a bit of experience. The situation, they're making a laughing stock. Cole Palmer's come out today, apparently, that he ain't happy that he's got dropped from the UEFA European football. Well, it's like one of the best players on the pitch, what we need. He ain't happy. That everyone's like in the closed spaces.
I've not seen that anywhere. That would have been everywhere.
Yeah, no, it has been there, Steve. It has been on there because even on Sky Sports.
Sorry, stop there. Sorry, stop there. What are you saying? Cole Palmer's not happy? Because I've not seen it, Steve. What? Sorry, Dan. What are you talking about? What's Cole Palmer not happy about?
Well, on the thing, on you just like I don't want to mention his name, but coach here, right? There's come out of a thing, yeah, on this journalist and also on Sky Sports Telecom. There's a news that Cole Palmer's not happy for being dropped from the UEFA European, like the Conference League, right?
Oh,
and
the Conference League.
Yeah, he's not happy why he's been dropped.
Okay. What I heard of that is, I don't know. I mean, again, this is all what you conflicting stuff. Because what I heard was these so-called experts out there, all right, are making more of this whole Cole Palmer thing only because he's England's next big thing coming out, and because he's been dropped from Chelsea's Conference League, they're all trying to make it out to be that Chelsea are being selfish and not letting him play in the Euro in the conference. This and that. Yeah, okay, it doesn't look good on him and this. What they've basically gone and done is saying they just don't want to risk him getting injured. He's been dropped. Reece James has been dropped. Who else has been dropped from there? Reece James.
Reece James has been dropped.
Lavia and Wes.
Lavia and Wes. Yeah, they've all been dropped only because they're saying they're going to bring them back for the latter stages if we get to the latter stages of it all. And I'm sure we're going to do it anyway. I'm confident we can do that. But
DJ, thank you very much. I know where you stand, DJ. I know where Dan stands. Dan, look. Dan,
but he might not be lying either, though. I don't know because there's conflicting stories coming out of both
lying.
sides.
I'm not lying. No,
let me talk, Dan. I'm not saying you're lying, but look at the sources. Look at where you're taking this news from. You're taking news from someone who is a content creator that dwells more on negativity to build this platform. That's where you're coming from. Eunice, you're telling me about Eunice. I don't want to mention his name on this platform because it doesn't. I don't rely on his sources to do my streaming. Or to broadcast my news. But you give me news from Eunice, and I know where Dan stands. Any news that is coming from, they said the owner said it. The owner said that, it's PR. You find every means of ways to debunk that news. To tell.
There is a.
Hold on.
It's just not Eunice though, coach. It's from. Let's go from Sky Sports. He came out of it like. Why that?
Because from Eunice to Sky Sports. So hold on. let me finish this, Dan.
Yeah,
You're the
but he
same
used to play for
person.
Arsenal. What
Hold
was his
on,
name?
Dan. Hold
Taylor. I'll tell
on.
you.
We just spoke. You're the same person that just said Eunice said this. Who the hell is Eunice? Who the hell is he? Is it because he's got more subscribers than we got over here? I'm telling you, matter of fact, we make a lot of research in terms of where we get our information from. We don't rely on another content creator to come and sit over here and talk crap. No. Who the hell is Eunice?
Yeah, no,
Eunice
but
never
coach,
said that. You have to make your
Nick.
own research, Dan. You have to make your own
Yeah,
research.
no,
And
but
look
Nick,
at the
I
bigger
don't listen.
picture and where the
I don't
news is
listen
coming
to him.
from.
Yeah.
Do you know that everything in this world has a price?
Yeah, but my boy, I'm not listening to him. I'm not saying I'm listening to Eunice. I've
Everything in
listened
this
to.
world. And
Yeah, but
yesterday, when we were live here, there were updates coming from the Ailes court. They said that the people that were going to develop this place still have that in mind. They want to develop the place. They want to put shopping malls and want to put buildings, apartments, to rent outs, and all that kind of stuff on that place. We had that, but they can change their mind within seconds. If Todd Bowley and his people, or Bearded Ekbali and his people, go over there with a bunch of money that they cannot refuse. Just like we had that Todd Bowley is raising up a money that Bearded Ekbali and his clearly people can never refuse. Everything this world has price.
but they're both. But well, come on,
So
what Nick?
what makes
Yeah,
you
I'm not.
think that
Yeah.
news is not true?
Nick, hey, Nick, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can
I
you
can
hear me?
hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Go
Right,
ahead.
I'm not saying that Eunice. I'm not listening to Eunice, but the old Arsenal player who's just a Chelsea fan, he's came out of it, yeah, on the Sky Sports and Circle talking about where it doesn't make sense why they've dropped Cole Palmer in the club. The thing with this situation this year, these two are in war. The Ed Barley Clele are both going
That's
at
got
war.
nothing to do with Copama
Well,
being dropped. But
yeah, no,
even
well,
you, Dan, you have to sit down and say whatever the
no,
guy
no, but
was
it's
saying doesn't really make sense. Doesn't really make
well,
sense.
no,
He
what I'm
said,
trying,
"No,
no,
that's
but
not
no,
true."
Nick,
what I'm trying to say is, right, look, what I'm trying to say is that was it Ray Parlour used to play for Arsenal? Who was the Chelsea's called?
he's
DJ?
There you
Ray
go.
Parlour.
Yeah,
He's
Ray
just
Ray Pala,
Ray Parlour. Ray
Ray
no,
Parlour.
no,
Pala.
what, no, but he came out, he came out a
Who the
good,
hell is Ray Pala?
Basically,
right, no,
Dan.
right, look, he came,
Dan,
no,
quick,
wait, no,
quickly, bro.
TJ, he came out right. Let me finish. So I'm trying to say, yeah,
Yeah, go on, bro. Go on,
he
sorry.
came out with a good, good point of view, right? He says this. Why is that Cole Palmer been dropped? Because they said today, is it Todd Bowley at Barley? Todd Bowley doesn't. He said no, it wasn't Todd Bowley that he wants him dropped. It's Ed Barley wants to rest him, right? So so he can play in the Premier League games. That the confidence there could be so. Because you know, like with James, yeah, he's going to be out of the. They're going to arrest him because the amount of times he gets injured. He came out with a point of view to Scholar, yeah, because they did. It was after the England-Finland game last night. He said that the juice of the squad, the amount of players we've got in our squad, right? They have to rest like half the young players because for the minutes. And if it comes to if we did go through, if we did make through to the group stages into the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and it might choose to Cole Palmer. Like he goes, what if that this team, what we've seen without Cole Palmer, don't make it to the quarterfinal, semi-final. So basically, that's the whole situation, the format of Cole Palmer, where we might not make the group stages. Well, like it said, it could be impossible. So if Cole Palmer's not in that team, what if we don't make the quarterfinals? It's a gamble. Like basically he's saying these owners are making like Ed Barley and Todd Bowley are making a gamble to West Cole Palmer out of this Confidence League, where it could be a gamble that we might never make the quarterfinal. We don't know that they might. If they do, good luck to them. If they make the quarterfinals, then Cole Palmer can play then. But we
Dan,
don't know if they.
thank you.
Me, how do
What?
you know that this
You
team's
know,
going to make the quarterfinals
Dan,
in the
Dan,
group
can I
We've
stages?
got
just
all right.
Lucia, Noah
can I just
from
make,
Armenia and
Yeah, but you don't know.
teams
Yeah,
like
but
that.
can I
Steve,
just
you
say?
don't. Steve, you don't know that. We struggle
Can I,
against the betting, Christ's sakes.
Yeah,
can I
Dan,
just
That
make?
Dan,
sounds
hold
Can I
on.
just make a
Dan,
quick
Consistent,
point?
which is a
yelling
good
doesn't
league.
make you cut
Can I just make a quick point
your
quickly,
statement
guys?
across. It doesn't
I'm not
Base,
count.
yelling, boy. I'm not yelling, boy.
Basically, this whole thing with Cole Palmer, guys. Look, we all know, guys, and I think we can all agree here. Every single stupid, idiotic pundit out there wants to see this guy out of Chelsea. They want him sold. They want him gone. Yeah, because they think he's too good to be in this Chelsea team. If a team like
100%.
Liverpool to go in for him, Manchester United, oh, he should go there. You hear any pundit that comes on the radio, anyone that comes on Sky, anyone that comes on the BBC, whatever you want to call it, right? Yeah, they say Cole Palmer. It's not good for Cole Palmer's development at Stamford Bridge. He should get out while he can. If an offer comes in for him, serious offer, I'll tell him to go to the board and say he wants to leave. All these guys want him gone because they know what a talent he is. And because Chelsea have got him, you got to remember one thing, guys, and I'm sure you guys are, because you all know how it is with Chelsea, how it is with idiots out there that don't like Chelsea, right? They want to see us go down, 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 and down, and down, and down, and more down. They want us to get all our players out. If it means Cole Palmer's gone, Reece James is gone, if it means all these players that are all excellent players, God, they'll be happy. They just want them out of Chelsea. It's as simple as that. So anything that, as much as I say, look, I was gutted that obviously Cole Palmer did not make that Conference League squad because I wanted him to see him in there because it gives the kid an opportunity to play in Europe for one.
100%.
Okay? And it gives him a chance to play. I would say one thing. However, I also can understand from another angle point of view is they don't want to get this kid injured either. We all know some of these leagues, some of these teams that we're going to come up against in the Conference League, they don't care. They foul. They go for you. I mean, I think that team is it Shamrock United?
Shamrock Rovers.
They're a bunch of foulers. Have you ever seen them guys play? Oh my days!
Yeah, I've seen them too. They're dirty.
So you can see. Okay, even though we haven't got Shamrock Rovers, but there are other teams in there that can hurt your players and hurt them big time. That's why they're taking out the importance.
They are one of our teams.
Oh, bro, whoa! You can understand why.
Astana, Noah, Genk.
Yeah.
Panathinaikos, and there must be another team.
So I can understand why they've come out of him, why they've taken him out, right? At the same time, though, going back to the media thing, Dan, don't always listen to as much as you know me, bro. You know what I mean? I always listen to a lot of things you say, bro. But I always say to you, when it comes to the media, don't let them get you, bro, because all they want to do is see players like a Cole Palmer and a Reece James and an Nkunku, and all these players that you want to mention that are good plays for Chelsea. Even you watch. They're going to start staying with Madueke soon. You're going to say he should get out of Chelsea.
I don't. But the guy came out a good point of view because you're talking like I'm trying to say to you with the Confidence League, right, Nick? It's a fair.
Thank you
Nick, wait just a second, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is the Confidence League.
You want to repeat the same thing again?
No, I'm not going to repeat it. Like the Confidence League, yeah. You like Steve said, like you think we're going to lose to Noah. You think we're going to lose, but a football tournament is like a kettle of fish. Yeah, teams could play good on a good day. Right, look at that. Yeah, I'm not going to go there with Sophie because you say, oh yeah, they've had 9 games, but still, no matter what, we struggled. Yeah, we let 2 goals conceded by a team like that. You're talking about Noah, like Sophie is no big name like Real Madrid's. Like we still conceded goals. No, but it's not the good. No matter what, if it's yes, the Swedish league, I understand, Steve. Yeah, but you're the biggest. Yeah, but you're but what you understand, Steve? We're the biggest club against them, lot. We're a bigger club. We should be conceding any goals.
It shouldn't be an issue then. If we
but Steve, what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say, my boy, is like with Noah and these teams, yeah. If we could see goals against these lower clubs, it's like look at it like when we played against that time in a like against Middlesbrough. Look at it, they're in a championship. Yeah, look how like when we lost them, right? We should have like the amount of money we spent, we should have beaten them. People like that, I understand the basis. Yeah, way they've come out. Yeah, it's a gamble. We're not. Yes, I understand. Cole Palmer should be rested. But yes, I agree on that because we should be playing him every single game since last season. He needs to rest. He's still young. But you've got to learn this. Yeah, he's the best player in our format. In the Chelsea squad for a minute, where he's setting the set piece for Chelsea, where we will get the goals. If we haven't got no one like that, Nkunku, I haven't really seen Nkunku right doing set pieces since he's came back from pre-season or when he's come back from injury. He hasn't really been that sharp of the fit. I haven't seen like Nuni Madueke. Yeah, he's been like yes, fair play. If he could do that every single game. Fair play to him, but I haven't seen it. Like the way I saw it against when we drew 1-1, right? Even though we should have won that, yeah, against Crystal Palace. I didn't really see him enough set piece what he did in Crystal Palace. Yes, he scored a hat trick, and everyone bigged him up because he scored a hat trick against Wolves and he did a set piece. But he didn't do too much at Crystal Palace. The whole point this year, the club is in a lot of mess with these owners. Like they want to buy them out. They want Todd
Dan,
Bowley
we're
wants
gonna
to
move on
buy
from
them
this.
out.
Dan, you
Right?
always say the
Yeah,
same
no,
thing. You, if I
but
give
I'm
you a
trying.
chance, you're gonna repeat
It's
yourself
just in a
thousand
mess on
times.
the boy. Yeah, no, but what I'm trying to say, the club is in a
You're trying
mess.
to
Yeah,
say, you're not making your point. You're repeating yourself a thousand
I'm making
times.
no. I'm making my point. What I'm trying to say is, if this going to be the case of something that is Ed Barley and Claire Lake and Todd Bowley are making so much drama for the club, just sell the club, get someone who's better to come in so they can organise this team better and nothing like because it is for me. It's a circus. Like they're in a war. It's a joke. They've embarrassed themselves in front of all our fans at the Chelsea Football Club with a lot of mess. And this old court thing, it happens. Fair dues, do it. I don't want no like next minute. Yeah. So if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, then stop lying to the fan base. Stop lying to the public of Chelsea Football Club. I just want my club, Nee. I want this club back to where it was. We all do. To winning ways. And
Dan,
for a
you're
minute,
talking
if
about
we don't make
we are on one subject. You're moving around. You're cutting across the
no, yeah, but
whole thing.
no,
Where
no,
are
but
you now?
what?
I don't get you.
No, but no, my boy, I am frustrated with these ownership because the
You know,
situation.
Dan, take a
We all
chill.
kiss that.
Take a chill
Yeah,
pill.
no,
Take a
but
chill pill right
my bro, man, like, oh my
now.
point.
Dan,
What I'm
take a
trying to
chill
say
pill.
is,
Let me help you out. Let me help
uh,
you out here, okay, brother. Let me help you out here. I know you're frustrated. I know where you stand, but you make things so obvious. I know DJ Saab is not happy with his owners, but he criticizes them when they have to. He'll give them praises when they deserve it. But you done everything is so nothing that his owners have done for you that you really appreciate it. The decision of Cole Palmer and some other players omitted from the squad has nothing to do with Todd Bowley and Bearded Ekbali. I'm telling you, I'm
of
going to
course
quote
it
your
is.
words. Let me land. I gave you a whole time to talk, Dan, because it's not okay. People listening when two people are speaking at the same time, we don't make sense. But one person speak and others can hear, and then you also come in, others can also hear. I'm going to quote your words. You said two things, certain keywords. If and but, we don't work with if and but. That's all hypothetically. No one knows what is going to happen. If Chelsea omitted Cole Palmer and other players, three players out of that conference cup competition, they deserve to do that. One, you and I sat over here on this platform. We did talk about Cole Palmer playing almost all minutes last season. The fact that he's not seriously injured doesn't mean that that injury is not waiting for him. And I'm not praying that he gets injured. That is why Science and Enzo Maresca and the medical team have realized that if we don't manage certain players like Wesley Fofana, Cole Palmer, Reece James, and Romeo Lavia, we don't manage them very well, we're not going to get the best out of them this season. Why do you need Cole Palmer playing in the European Conference League, playing on a potato field, not a high-class performer pitches like we have in England? You don't even know what kind of pitch that they have over there. You put Cole
especially
Palmer
in the
there if you
storm.
have, yeah. You put Cole Palmer, Wesley Fofana, who hasn't played much football the whole entire 12 months he was out of Chelsea Football Club. You don't want to manage the player very well. You want to put him into a league and that don't have that much value. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean it devalue the league. No, it doesn't. But it means that you're trying to manage certain players. We have more important competitions. Chelsea will be playing 80 games, more than any other, probably more than any other Premier League team will be playing this season. 80 games. That's why they've signed lots of players, and everyone that dons that jersey, anyone that wears that jersey is supposed to put up a performance on that pitch. You don't have to be Cole Palmer playing each and every game. Look at what is going on right now with some of these players, Odegaard and Saka. Saka played in the past 3 seasons. Saka haven't played each and every game. Now Saka is missing for almost about 6 months now, Saka is missing. Do you want to see Saka and Palmer plays like Saka? Do you want to see Palmer perform like the way Saka is performing? Do you want him to be missing in the big games? We have
I
many
thought it
big
was
games
Saka and
coming up.
Naka.
You
I thought it was
need
Saka and
Palmer
Naka.
in your team. This
Yeah,
I'll
but
say
needs.
again. I'll say again. This got nothing to do with and you also said, oh, this European competition game, a team can be good or bad depending on the day. It's the same thing. Chelsea were bad that day against Southern. It doesn't mean they're going to be bad against Young Boys or whoever they're going to meet in the up and coming Conference League. Stop listening to some of these people over there because they don't have your club at hand. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any good to say about your football club. They wish your football club are like their
But
football
Young
club
Boys are a
because
good
they
team,
can't
though.
even buy players. You get what I'm saying? They can't even buy players, more or less, even sack their manager and bring in a good manager. They can't even do it. But your club has the muscles to flex and bring in players, young talented players, and some experienced players. And also, I can say this: Bowley, as you said, and Dan and DJ Saab also said this. Bowley's idea of running Chelsea Football Club was to blend in experience and young players like he did with LA Dodgers. He did not win the World Series with rookies. He did not do that. He mixed them up with experienced and young players. But he also made big mistake with some of the experienced players that he brought
I
in.
said it was Thomas Tuchel. Yeah, but it wasn't Todd Boehly. It was Thomas Tuchel
With
bringing
Thomas
the
Tuchel,
experience in.
because he was listening to Thomas Tuchel. He did that. And the experienced players that he brought in were all useless players. Koulibaly, useless player. He couldn't even run on the Premier League. He gave the whole season. He couldn't adapt to the Premier League. Then he also brought in who again? Ryan Sterling. So many players that they brought in were just useless, in my opinion. But he wants to blend in, and he took the advice from the coach, which is Thomas Tuchel, and it went wrong. So they said, no, we need to bring in sporting directors. They are still learning. But I know you don't like them, but you make it look so obvious, Dan. You make it look so obvious.
No,
I don't like
I
things
think
that they're doing.
it's not I don't like them, right, Nee. It's because they're embarrassing the club, right?
If you
You're hearing like,
understand, if you
yeah,
understand
but the
football very
situation,
well, Dan, if you
I do
understand
understand. But
football,
if Todd Bowley, you're talking about Todd Bowley. If Todd Bowley bring half of these director of sports is in Alec
no,
Barley,
you
they
said
work
Todd
as a
Bowley.
team.
Todd Bowley got to
Yeah,
You
do
know
Todd
with
when
Bowley
what?
led
Burnley,
Barley.
just quick, right?
They both
Yeah,
work. They both work together and got these directors in.
You
You
know
can't just
when
like blame one after another.
Bowley was in charge, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
there's this talk that Chelsea want a CEO of football and all that, yeah. Well, Bowley wants one, yeah. In his first window, the guy who's to do with the RB model, that Mitzlaff or whatever his name is, yeah.
Vivell.
No, Mitzlaff, Mitzlaff.
Oh,
He's
Mr.
still
Oh, yeah.
RB.
Missed out, yeah,
Sorry
missed
about
out.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you know
missed
how
out.
he's highly rated. I remember Ornstein done an article. I'm pretty sure it was from our first summer, which is when we had Bowley in charge, yeah. And it said Chelsea have spoken to Mitzlaff and other candidates about a CEO of football. Mitzlaff is highly
Mm.
respected and like all this, yeah. So it's actually a good option to get, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but Olsey's not. It's
right?
not reliable sources and all. He does make. He ain't one of the. He makes a lot of PR brown efforts and all David Olsey. So he's never
What?
reliable. But I agree what you're saying about the misstep thing. Because I read about
Ornstein
that.
is
What he
no
said.
Ornstein's
brown
not
envelope
reliable.
as you and your mate Minerals are racist put it.
No, you said Dan.
Ornstein
You said
speaks
Ornstein is
when
not
he's got
reliable.
something that's solid, almost guaranteed lock in.
It copies also with Olsey, right? Olsey, yeah, it's sometimes sources are right and sometimes it's like not because he copies of Fabrizio
No, Romano
Romano.
copies Ornstein.
Romano copies Ornstein. Okay, hold on, Dan. Can you give me one example that Ornstein copies Romano, or there is any information that Ornstein have put out there that never materialized or was never true, or we can say it's a false news from Ornstein? Can you give us one? Dan.
The situation when
No,
DJ
not
back me up.
situation. Can you give
No,
us
no, I
one?
don't
I
want to
don't
say
want to hear the
DJ, but
situation.
I did a YouTube channel once, yeah, on a deadline transfer day, right? And Fabrizio and Mario come out with something about one of these players gone to Real Madrid. David Austin came out said he didn't, It's not no sign yet. Like, yeah. So then Fabrizio said, yeah, he's been signed. I think it was what was it? Antonio Rudiger situation, right? Right. He said something, and I think it was Antonio. I think it was Antonio. It was a centre back, yeah, for Real Madrid anyway, right?
Right.
And
There's a
David Austin. Then
but
Fabrizio Romano came out of it, and 10 minutes later, yeah, David Austin came out of it.
Dan, let
But
me ask you,
And
do you know who
what
broke
Romano does, yeah,
Right.
he probably said per Fabrizio Romano, because he normally credits people if he's putting it after somebody else has, whereas Romano, he doesn't always do that. Bro, I've seen stories that Romano put as an exclusive that someone had like the week before. Like,
Dan?
that's
This is
what I'm
what you
gonna
have
say
to
on that.
remember.
yeah, but
You have to, Dan, you have to
I
remember
don't rate
Fabrizio Romano.
all these journalists
Fabrizio
anyway.
Romano feed his family or grow his network on tweeting. David Einstein doesn't need to grow his network by tweeting. You have to understand. He works for almost about 4 media houses. He works for NBCSN. He works for BBC, and then he works for who else? The
I don't think
Athletic.
he works for BBC anymore, but he used to.
He used
Obviously,
to,
the Athletic, and he's also sometimes on Sky as well.
and he used to be a former footballer, but he didn't make it up to the highest level.
He had a trial at Chelsea, funny enough.
I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys watch. I mean, Steve, you watch Sky. Obviously, I don't know if you all watch Sky, but they come on the old 10:30 show. I think it's
Mhm.
called the press. What's it called? The paper.
Yes,
And he
when they
comes.
look at the papers.
Yeah.
on the
He's
sports
on.
part.
He comes on that. He usually comes on Tuesday or Wednesday show. He comes on.
Yeah,
there,
he's
don't
on
he?
once or
Einstein,
twice a week on
Einstein.
that.
I know all about DJ. Yeah, I know.
So why do
Yeah.
They have
creating
him, the guy from I think it's the Times, and then there's another
Yep.
guy that always goes on as well.
Yeah.
Dan, I've said to you when he doesn't. Do you know who broke the Enzo Fernandez news? The whole world. There was one person. David Einstein broke it first before Fabrizio Romano started tapping under that news.
Yeah, but what
Yeah,
I'm trying to say,
I was
I
here
agree
on
with
my
you.
chair.
I've got, yeah, I've got,
I,
Lee, yeah, you're right. I know that, yeah, but the situation for Fabrizio Romano is probably biggest than David Austin.
and
And I don't really
I
listen to all of
told you
them
one
because not all
thing.
of them are
I
wrong.
told you
All of
one
them are
thing.
wrong sometimes.
David Einstein doesn't make a living from that. So certain news he might even hear if it's not reporting for Chelsea Football Club, he doesn't care about it. Don't think that David Einstein. Do you think that David Einstein doesn't know news about Real Madrid? He knows it. But either he put in a publication article, he write the whole articles about it. He does article. He doesn't put out statements like short sentences. No, he does a whole booklet. He writes a portion. He take an article, put in the newspaper, the Athletic, NBCSN articles right there, written by David Einstein. Just like Leon Tommy does also for the Athletic. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
Fabrizio
I'll give
Romano
it.
doesn't do that.
But what I actually
Romano
need a
doesn't write
question,
for
yeah.
anyone.
I see that Fabrizio Mario something come out about the fit to Awesome and the thing about 2 weeks later, yeah. There was no news about David Austin telling about fit to Awesome, and suddenly, yeah, Fabrizio came out the first time, and David Austin copied him straight away. The same news, about what Fabio came out week after that. The situation is shit. These sources are never reliable.
No,
Sometimes I'm not like stating Austin saying he's a bad source, but sometimes he does do good things and sometimes he
no,
does do bad things.
the word reliable is a big word to use when you're talking about David Einstein because he doesn't put out fake news. You get what I'm saying? So if the word reliable, do you know how many times Fabrizio Romano have gone wrong in those tweets that he's been putting out there? Thousands of them, a lot of them, a lot of them. I can give you an example right now where you can give me one example of David Einstein.
So what's it? Because I don't really like much listen to Fabrizio that much.
If you
But
don't
what?
like someone, I understand you don't like the person, but don't destroy the person's name. If you don't like the person, I understand. Look, I don't like the person. If I don't like someone, I won't talk about that person because it makes me older. It eats into my blood, it eats into my heart, and it makes me look older. And whenever I see the person, I got that kind of a bad impression on me. I don't think about that person anymore. If I don't like you, I don't think about you. I understand you don't like Todd Bowley and these people, but this is your football club that they are into. One thing, that's what I keep saying. My camera is gone, but they are handling Chelsea Football Club. So the words and things that you put out there, you're feeding the media. You're feeding the media. Maybe you can have Ray Patipala, who don't have nothing to say on his Talk Sports program. He's gonna feed on your news. Oh, he said, "Oh, okay, Ray Patipala gonna stay over there." And says, "Oh, a lot of Chelsea fans are not happy with these new owners." He's feeding on your negativity. But when you put the positive out, although you know your mom and dad don't like you, but don't send that signal out to the public that the mom and dad don't like me.
No, this is what I don't.
Pretend all is
I
good.
don't say I don't
Pretend
like them.
all is good.
I don't say they like. Don't like them because the situation with Victor Osimhen, who's right, they messed that up, and then after that, so then now he's coming back in
Don't you
January
think
for
there's
him.
so
It's
many
not gonna
reports
happen.
also coming out there that says that Chelsea is not messing up? It's Victor Osimhen and his own people who are also saying that they messed the things up because Chelsea were in there a couple times with different beat, and the guy did not take it. If indeed he want to play for Chelsea, what did
Well,
we
Because they
also
offered
heard
him a
what
low
we
wages,
also
Lee.
heard
They
look,
offered him a low Lee. They
we also
offered him
heard
a low
what
wages.
Mikel Obi said. So what makes you think that Chelsea messed it up?
well,
TJ and Steven.
according to Obi Mikel's a podcast that he did recently, he said apparently he knows the whole reason why he knows the reason why Osimhen didn't go to Chelsea, and he said apparently Chelsea wasted so much time and dilling and dallying on the deal that's why in the end he
But
didn't come. But what
yeah,
he did also say though, is that apparently Chelsea are revisiting the Osimhen situation in January, and there's still a possibility that he could still become a Chelsea player by the summer of next year. So that I'm not ruling out Osimhen to Chelsea as yet. But then, since that news has broken out about Osimhen and Chelsea for Moby next year, we've also heard the news of
Gyökeres.
Kikoris coming
good. Yeah,
from
yeah. The
Sporting
young
Lisbon.
striker. Yeah, the young
He's also
striker. Yeah,
apparently his agent, as if you guys saw, and I think I put
Yeah, it was
his
at
agent
Stamford
was
Bridge.
at Stamford Bridge after the transfer window was closed. So
yep.
we don't know. So we don't know who he was talking to. I got the feeling he was talking to. He's probably. You don't know who. I don't even say. Was he talking to
Yeah,
Egbali's camp? Was he talking to Todd Bowley's camp?
I think that's
No
Todd
one
Bowley.
knows who he was talking to. I don't know who he was talking to. All I know is I saw they did show the pitch. I think, in fact, Stephen, correct me if I'm wrong. He was at the Palace game, wasn't he, bro? He was
It
at
was at the
the Palace
Palace
game.
game. Yeah,
He
it
was the
was.
agent.
Yep.
He was
Yeah,
actually at the Palace
it
game.
was the Palace game at home.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
Yeah, it
who
was
he
at
was though. I didn't know who he was obviously
I,
until I
I had the
saw the
picture of
pictures
it. I just
afterwards.
deleted the
because
picture.
it was watching the game and it was there. It was at the Palace game. Yeah.
So Dan,
Yeah. So
this is what I'll just tell you. This is your football club. I know you don't. There's certain things you don't like, but support the club and debunk all those words coming from some other rival. Rival
I
club.
support the club, but I don't support his owners. And my feeling on
And I
his owners,
understand.
you can't. You
And
can't. You can't.
I understand
I
that.
support my
You
club.
don't have to
Always.
support the
yeah,
owners. No,
I
you
always
don't
say
have
that
to.
the club,
But I'm
the
saying
club's
support
always
the football
first.
club. Okay? Support the football club. Do not support the owners. But the more you don't support them too, because they're gonna be there for 10 years. They're not going anywhere. That's how I
Well, not
feel
Well,
like
on
really,
it.
your
because
Twitter,
they're in a war. They're in a war together. They're arguing between themselves. It's
But
embarrassment, isn't it?
No,
I
the
tell you what,
media
guys.
look like. I
If
don't think
if
so. Yeah.
if Todd Bowley can go and get if he can get this investment that he's talking about from Dubai or from Saudi. Okay, and the rumor, I mean, the talking apparently, how true this is, you guys will probably correct me on this if I'm wrong. It was something I read, but the guy he was apparently trying to get to invest in Chelsea was a guy who was supposed to buy Manchester United. He's trying to have links to him. How true is that story? Do any of you guys know if that's true?
no idea who you're
No,
on
it's not
about.
true. Is
Just
it from
quick,
the Qatarians? Is
you
it
know
from the
this?
Yeah,
Qatarians, Lee?
go on, Steve. Sorry, Steve. Steve was
Oh
saying
yeah,
something.
no.
Sorry, bro.
Just
Interrupted.
quick, right?
Go on.
So you know this thing about the 90 billion of Clear Lake, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Hate to break it to Clear Lake. One of the companies you have control over or whatnot
Yeah.
has just gone bankrupt. Yeah? Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
The other thing I would say is Bowley has Eldridge, which he's co-founder of, yeah? They have about
Yeah.
80 billion or 85, something around that number, yeah? Mark Walter, who's Bowley's partner at both Chelsea and at the LA Dodgers, and I think even the Lakers, has Guggenheim. Guggenheim, if my research is correct, I kid you not, has, I think it was 300 to 350 billion. I don't think Todd's going to be scared, mate. I really don't.
He'll buy him out. He can buy him
Bro,
out. Then.
you think he's worried? He's like, hey, Mark, do me a favor. Give me some of the funds.
But apparently, though, what I'm hearing now, Stephen, what I'm hearing now is apparently there's when this deal had all gone through, is it true Clear Lake have got something in this where no club, no investor can come and buy the club off them unless they decide they're going to want to do it. Otherwise, even Todd Boehly was to bring some investors in there, if he was to go and do that, they can just say, sorry, the rule apparently it was signed at the fund.
Block outside investors.
Right.
So Bowley can block outside investors, and so can Clear Lake.
Right. Right. So, for example,
they both can. I've seen that.
So, for example, if Todd Boehly was to bring in some investors in, right, like we talked about, that Clear Lake can just turn around and say, sorry, I don't want them.
No, but it's not. But they'll be making the offer to Clear Lake to buy out Clear Lake, so it's slightly different. Do you get what I mean?
Oh, I get
it's
you, bro.
Not like
okay,
they're bringing
I
them
get
in
you. I
to
get what you
be a
mean.
partner with them. It's different because they're trying to buy them out. Also,
so we're
the
looking
thing
around
Clear Lake's the same. Clear Lake's the same still. Yeah. Ain't Clear Lake the same though, because they're trying to buy out Todd Boehly and all.
Forget to like, subscribe, and stay in the loop.
So we're looking around about 2.5 billion. It's now gone up to, in it, because Chelsea was originally bought for 2 billion. Was it 2.4 or 2 billion when they bought us, right? So they're saying the price made up. So 2.5. So it's gone up by 1 billion apparently, according to the financial figures out there. Chelsea's gone up by 1. So it's going to be by so it means they have to sell 2.6 billion. Someone has to come in and offer 2.6 billion, right? Is that right?
So it's gone up by what? 0.1.
0.1. I think they said it's 2. It's worth about. We got. I think they bought the club for what? I thought it was 2. I always thought it was 2.4 billion. They bought Chelsea for.
It's 2.2. Yeah, it was 2 point. Yeah, but it was 2.2, 2 point, and then after that, it was 2.5 because they had to buy the part of the of some random debt thing.
You see, so what I say to you fellas, right? If you look at this city, this is Chelsea foot. This is why I keep saying and why I keep going back to it all the time, bro. This is Chelsea Football Club. You don't play with a football club of this entity. Yeah, you don't play with a club like this. A club that has won everything in the game. A club that is the most successful club in the world, right? One of the biggest clubs in the world out there, right? Yeah, you don't come and make it play like a yo-yo, like it's a yo-yo. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. That's how it feels at the moment. Yeah, that's what I feel, Steve. This is what I feel. Clear Lake are the ones that are treating this club like some kind of a yo-yo.
I mean, bro,
we're not a yo-yo club, bro.
They're literally a private equity firm. We should have known better.
Oh, flip! I get that, bro. Private equity, man. I mean,
I don't fully understand private equity, but I do know it's
now that I'm trying to understand more of what Clear Lake is all about. It's all about profit. Did not hear
that's all it is, bro. Profit sustainability, bro. Profit sustainability.
Those investors are profit.
Yeah. So all right.
But then people saying these are the best thing. They're the best thing. They're the best thing in Stamford Bridge. They reckon it's the best thing at Stamford Bridge. They're not. They're not the best thing at Stamford Bridge. Clear Lake. They're just making people. They don't.
Let me take some of a few comments, guys. I haven't
just quick though, right?
In the comments in a long time.
Just quick, right? I'll be like 30 seconds.
What the hell's from my camera?
I don't know. But the thing is, as I said, private equity's bad news, but they have to get a profit for those investors. You think if Boehly and these silent investors he can get, put down an offer of like 2.5 to 3 billion, you think that Clear Lake can get away with rejecting that? No way.
Nah.
They can't.
Nah.
They literally can't. So all this stuff about they won't sell, I'll read something from someone, and someone else sent it to me as well, right? I'm not going to state where, but it is someone who I deem reliable, said that even last night they were getting told by like sources and stuff, Clear Lake won't sell, and then they essentially woke up to a message today saying that Clear Lake might.
Good, get out.
But we
Get 'em
kind of
out.
knew that though,
Get
because
'em out,
they
mate.
have to
Get
go
'em
to
out.
investors with any offer that comes. And what are they going to do? You know, not sure if you guys seen it. You might have done, yeah. You know, when the Simpsons movie comes out, yeah, he lays out all the options, but don't tell them what it is. You've got option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that what they got to do to their investors? You've got option 1, you've got option 2.
Oh,
One of these
brothers, yeah.
options is you give us another 1.5 billion to invest into the club. The other option is you get a profit. But I will not tell you which option is which. You have to blindly choose which one you want. Whichever the majority is wins.
Whichever it's going to be. And the other also, and the other. Sorry, go on, Nick. Go to your comments, bro. I'll
let me
talk
read
after.
some few comments now.
Yeah, go on, bro.
Not that
Sorry,
many. A big up to Jiri. Jiri said, "Hi, Phantom. Hope you're keeping well." He said that I will back. He says, "I will back Paul Mitchell, Eddie Howe, for Newcastle United and sack Darren Engels, the Eagles, right? Darren Eagles now and bring back Pete Amanda and Mehadat to Newcastle United." Phantom said, "Zion asks Chelsea that if it cannot end in a tie, would Dan rather have Arsenal or Spurs in this weekend?" Dan will give an answer here soon. Phantom said that Newcastle has an underground train system like London. I will build. Sister, I will build back, and I'll bring. I think bring back.
He means
and,
Bruce Buck.
Bruce
and
Buck.
Marina Granovskaya.
And Marina Granovskaya. Okay.
That never happened because the Roman links. That's the only thing I'm chucking on that is it won't happen because of Roman links. That's why they got rid in the first place.
Hudson Odoi and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. James was overplayed back in the days. James was overplayed back in the days. I don't think James has been overplayed. James hasn't even played the whole season for Chelsea, more or less, to be overplayed. Enzo Fernandez is overrated as Phantom. Every stream you talk about Enzo Fernandez being overrated. I don't think he's overrated. You cannot say a player that have won the World Cup and won the Copa America is overrated. I don't think so. And even I watched a few highlights.
It's not even like he was a bench player. He was a big contributor to it.
Yeah. If you
and did he not get the player? Did he not got the player? Did he not got player of the year, the World Cup and all? Did he not get the player of the year?
Dan.
The young
everyone wants to talk the way you want, you jump in. We're not going to have a show here.
Phantom don't like Enzo too tough, does he?
No, he doesn't.
every comment I see, every stream of yours, bro, he's always putting him down. I don't know.
Overrated. Phantom. Always want old people like Bruce Buck and Jose Mourinho. We're moving on. We move on from there. Jose Mourinho and the rest.
And they're not around forever. They'll retire soon anyway. I mean, Bruce Buck will probably retire. He's got to be 80 odd now, surely.
Yeah.
Argentina lost Colombia. Yeah, absolutely. They lost. Colombia got their revenge in the Copa America. But yeah, Argentina. And I think the last game before Colombia, I saw some nice passes. Guys, we don't give the credit to some of these players because we don't see. Phantom of any topic. You don't watch Premier League games. You don't watch Chelsea games. You only watch highlights. So sometimes when you come in with overrated stuff that you put out there, I don't understand it. You don't get a chance to watch Chelsea game because anytime I'm watching Chelsea game, you don't get it. You only watch highlights when you get a chance. So how do you see Enzo Fernandez being overrated? I don't know how you came up with that statistic. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, if you go under Thomas Tuchel or when Joao Felix was here, you could see those passes coming from Enzo Fernandez, those long-range passes. We need to see that. We need to see
slow move, wasn't it?
Enzo Fernandez. There is a player in him, but we're not utilizing the player very well. That's why we're not getting the best out of him. Someone has to get the best out of Enzo Fernandez. He's a good player. A big up to you, Mas. It says, my Lord. Okay, it's the Lord down here. All right. It says,
loud.
What, Steven?
It says, "Oh, loud down here." Laters.
Oh, loud. I thought it was Lord. Can see very well. Big up to my man. I hope Canada is keeping cold over there. Soon winter is here. It says don't get 3 p.m. UK matches highlights only. So I don't rate Brits ratings and reactions either. Okay, British ratings.
Yeah, there is ways for us to watch the games, by the way. There is ways around it. Very easy ways around it.
Yeah, there's so
I
many
will not
ways.
disclose how.
Oh,
Yeah.
how? But there is
But
ways.
there is ways.
Yeah, we're not promoting anything here. Absolutely. All right, so DJ, go for it, and
Yeah,
then
bro.
we can try and wrap up. I mean, we've gone through pretty much a whole lot today. Dan, also Dan. I keep telling you this. Why wouldn't you let the presenter present the thing, and then the panelists panelize themselves? You always want to do the presenting side and do the panelizing side. Dan, are you there?
What are you on about?
Oh, you heard me, so thank you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what are you on about? What are you on about? The thing is, you're talking, the DJ, he said, I'm done. It wasn't even me who was talking over you, it was Steve about Enzo Fernandez. And I just said Enzo Fernandez. I was just asking, did not Enzo Fernandez get the player young of the season for Argentina? That's about it.
You're jumping in when I'm trying to explain something. Let me finish, then you can jump in. Let's go. Steve and DJ and Dan, Stevie and DJ, one of you want to come in, you can go for it. Stevie, whoever comes in can take this comment for me.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to hop off in a minute.
Yeah.
Canada killing CONCACAF teams. Mexico's resorted for fouling us every play. Funny stuff. Mexico knows cannot play with Canada. And we worked over the USA again. Boy. Yeah, I think what he's more or less basically saying, he goes that he's calling it the CONCACAF. I think is he trying to say the Is he trying to say
no
CONCACAF?
CONCACAF? So you know you've got UEFA, you've got CONMEBOL.
Yeah.
North American team.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, and Mexico's resorted to fouling us every play. Mexico knows we cannot play with Canada now. We worked over the USA again. Steve, what do you make of that, bro?
I don't pay attention to that area of football much.
Yes,
I mean, he's trying to tell he's a Canadian. He's a Canadian.
No, but I get where he's coming from. He's trying to say what
tell you what the Canadian teams are doing. CONCACAF, and if you don't know him very well, he would just put everything together. Whatever is going on,
I get you.
CONCACAF, if it's hockey, if it's basketball, he'll put everything together and make one comment for me. He loves sports.
I can see that. I can see that.
Man's world sports. Yeah.
What was fancy one about Arsenal and
Tottenham? You know Paraguay beat Brazil, right?
Yeah.
Last night.
Yeah.
Brazil might be in trouble for qualification at the moment. You might want to start playing certain other players instead.
Since Neymar for Brazil's not been playing for Brazil.
Stephen, take over for just 5 minutes. I'll be right back, please. Then we can all wrap up.
Oh,
Dan,
I was just saying about Brazil.
Let's try and wrap up. So, Stephen, take over and I'll be right back so we can end the stream. Give me a second. All right, thank you.
This one's about college footballs and the American football.
Yep.
But yeah. Michigan lost, so I presume he means Wolverines, which is Knee's team.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think they're national champions, if I remember rightly.
Hey Steve, you were talking about Brazil. Brazil ain't the same no more. His name the big players.
It's jokes though, yeah. They've got, I think it's 6 teams guaranteed to go through, and then like a 7th goes to like a qualifier thing, yeah. They're literally, you've got all the top 8. So Argentina on 18, Colombia 16, Uruguay 15, Ecuador 11, Brazil 10, Venezuela 10, Paraguay 9, Bolivia 9. Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, if things really get bad, yeah, the next internationals, they could actually be outside the top 7. Who have they got next, actually? Oh, they've got Chile and Peru next.
Who, Brazil?
Yeah, Chile and 9th and Peru are 10th. They're on 5 points.
See, Chile and Brazil. If they don't like start winning their games for their country, they're in big trouble with the UEFA thing. Because Brazil ain't been the same since day one. Man, they haven't been like, I don't know what's going on with them. Brazil back in their days, DJ Brazil.
Oh man!
When it comes to players, they used to be outstanding players, and Brazil.
I think they were everyone's second favorite team in the World Cup.
Of course there was, yeah.
After your,
It's
I mean, mine
Brazil.
was always
Everyone who loves all like the tricks and like all the techie players loves Brazil.
that's it, bro. That's it. I mean,
I was
I saw a clip
Onyx. I
of
was
Vinicius trying to do a rainbow flick. I think it's in last night's game, and he bottled it so hard, and someone went,
completely.
"Why is he playing so shite for Brazil, but so good for Real Madrid?" But they started the Real Madrid front three last night, didn't they? Rodrigo, Endrick, and Vinny, and they played really poorly apparently.
I tell you what, bro. You know, people. I'm starting to get very impressed with this Stavo kid. You know, mate. He looks Stavo, the one where he looks. What a baller this kid looks like, doesn't he? I mean, everyone's saying, "Oh, he's going to come and fail. He's going to come and fail."
Real Madrid.
No. I'm the Chelsea's player.
The one that we got from Palmeiras that's joining.
Yeah, he's joining him. Yeah,
but we could. But the thing is, DJ, we could talk about this player. Look at that another Brazilian winger who we took out low for Salzburg and go sold it.
There's levels.
You'll never see. Yeah, but you'll never see this because he'll be sold. You'll never see him at Chelsea. It will never be a Chelsea player. I'm telling you, he'll be sold.
Bro, genuinely, Estevao isn't even close to Angelo. Like, trust me.
What about Andrew Santos? Like the other player that we're gonna sell. It's like it's better to be really good.
Santos is getting sold.
We'll
sell Cesare, as in Casadei, the Italian. We'll keep Santos.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened.
We're going to keep Santos. I think Santos is definitely going to
get rid of Casadei.
Did we sign the other Brazilian kid? Steve, you know this more. What's his name? Is it Beck? I can't get his name now. He was in a couple of weeks ago.
What, Gabriel?
Denzel Washington.
No, bro. We signed another. It was mentioned. I mean, Nee's done a stream on him as well before. I can't get his name now, man. Oh, I can't believe it.
Does he start with W? No,
he's a mid. I think we signed him. He's 15 years old, but when he comes to Chelsea, he's gonna. Not Paez, bro. He's a Brazilian. We got Paez. I know Paez. We're getting. There's a Brazilian kid, bro. Deco. I can't get his name now. Is it Deco? No, not Deco, bro.
Oh, I know you all about.
Beginning with M. He's beginning with M. Mecca.
Yeah, Mec. I said Mec.
Is that the one, bro?
Mec.
Yeah, Gabriel
we've signed him, haven't we? We've signed him,
it's not done yet, but it's been close for a while. But the same thing happened with Estevao. Like, it was close and close and close, and then it finally got done. I think it'll still get done. I still think it'll get done.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, if all this stuff goes off. Listen, I know we're gonna.
They may as well change our name to the South American Blues at this point. One thing I will quickly say on the ownership thing, and I did say it earlier. I can't remember if you guys were in here at that point or if it was a reply to comments. I think you were actually.
Yeah,
Bowley wants young players, but he wants to balance it with experience. Yeah. He also wants a CEO of football and one sporting director. The other thing I'll add is, if I remember rightly, when Lawrence Stewart came in, he was meant to be in charge of the multi-club recruitment, right?
Yeah,
so realistically, if Bowley gets it, you move Lawrence Stewart to his actual job he's supposed to do at multi-club recruitment, get rid of Win Stanley, get a new sporting director, and then a better guy as a CEO, and then be done. And the cameras.
You know what, bro?
And also he watched the cheerleaders in the ground. I know we watched the cheerleaders there. I know.
Do you know? I'd personally go to Chelsea.
Why am I not surprised?
Get Win Stanley, guys, right? And just say, get out, boot him out of the club. Man,
actually, I got a better idea. Put Win Stanley as a scout,
loud?
glorified
Who was
scout.
being loud? Someone said too loud.
It might have been
done, right? It's probably waffling.
I haven't spoke. What are you on about?
Yeah, it says someone's.
I'm not loud. I wasn't loud.
Big up to Tyrone, man.
Big up Tyrone.
DJ, is it Tyrone, right? Not Tyrone.
It's Tyrone. I call him Ty.
Yeah, it's Tyrone.
Big up Ty,
big
bro.
up,
Big up, bro.
Big up Ty. Big up Ty. Sasuke said Brazil 1-0. Yeah. They're in trouble.
All right.
And Chile being terrible too.
Like we said, they're not the same as they used to be, are they, Brazil? They're just nowhere near that team that they used to be.
Michigan top lost for US losing to Michigan.
So they're losing to mighty Texas. Losing to mighty Texas.
Oh, okay. Michigan is it football? You're talking about college football? You got me lost there. Is it college football? Mas?
I think so. It's college. Yeah, I think it is college football.
He's talking about college football because we have the Michigan Wolverines and the Lions. And Lions won over the weekend, but I haven't seen any Wolverines game this season. Yeah, but anyway,
quickly, can I ask DJ? Can I ask DJ a question quick?
Yeah,
because I'm going to the Bournemouth game. I'm going to the Bournemouth game this week.
All right,
DJ. Yeah.
Oh, you're going down to Bournemouth to watch it.
Yeah. But because my cousin lives in Bournemouth. My cousin lives in Bournemouth. It's his birthday, innit? So he wants to go to the Chelsea Bournemouth game.
Make sure you say hello to Harry Redknapp. Yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah, no. Hey, as you know, yeah, we've been struggling at Bournemouth for a long time, DJ, right?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll provide better football? Now, they ain't got Thomas Solanke. Do you think that we'll provide better football this weekend or not?
Yeah, listen. What I want to see happen, Dan. I'll be honest. I'm going for my team. I always back my team to win, and I think we're going to win on Saturday. I really do. I think with all the shenanigans going outside of our football club at this moment in time, the players and Maresca want to go and put on a show. And for me, they've got the perfect place to go and do it at. Yeah, Bournemouth have been hard for Chelsea over the years. They've been a little bit of a bogey team for us. But I can actually see us going and getting a win, and I can actually see us winning. I'm not going to go and predict score lines, but if we you know me, I never do, Stephen. I never predict score lines on any streams I come on here. I'm just going for Chelsea. I'm just going for a Chelsea win. So as I always do.
Do you think Sancho? Do you guys think Sancho will be starting?
I think Sancho. I think he'll start.
He'll start if you look at the pictures, the freshest because he's not been on international.
Yeah, that's right. I think he'll start, and I think Christopher Nkunku starts as well on Saturday, as well.
He's not been on international either, so that would make sense.
No. Yeah.
Then again, Palmer's also in training, so you could have Palmer, Nkunku, and Sancho.
And Reece James, I've seen, could be coming back ahead of schedule as well, couldn't he?
Last thing I saw
for the next game,
a couple weeks after internationals.
Guys, let me say this real quick. Something that Emmy Hayes shared on some platform. Emmy Hayes shares secret. Emmy Hayes shares secret on how he made Chelsea to be able to overcome Arsenal Football Club.
Oh, the Arsenal shirt thing.
The Arsenal shirt.
When they were doing the rondo, she gave the person in the middle an Arsenal shirt until they became desensitized of it and they weren't afraid of it.
Yeah. It worked. If you can remember, all the time we're losing against Arsenal for almost about a decade. Yeah. So he did that to overcome that kind of that stumbling block. And then now Arsenal are going through the same problem. And from what the signings that I've seen, the women's the signings so far, Arsenal are in terrible trouble. Arsenal are in terrible trouble. You're not even counting Sam Kerr. It's not part of it.
The men's team or the women's team?
Lucy Bronze is also in the team.
Was that the ladies' team, mate?
Yeah, the ladies' team.
Yeah, ladies. Yeah.
Who is? Yeah. Is there anyone that can match this team in the Premier League? Not even Manchester City. Chelsea have some. What's her name again? The Leon girl that came from.
The young French. Yeah.
I the black girl on the left hand side.
Yeah. She's brilliant. She's a brilliant manager. She's a brilliant. The manager.
He's not about the manager. He's on about the player.
He's not about the player.
Dan doesn't listen. Dan doesn't listen. Dan doesn't listen. So
I do listen. No, dude. No, but I'm on about the player. I'm on about the player. Yeah, but the manager used to be good at football. No, she used to be an ex-professional football player. No, now we ain't. Emma Hayes. I can't remember her name, but she played Emma Hayes.
I mean, in terms of the Chelsea ladies team, yeah, come on, man. We kind of left off where we left off 9-0. We absolutely friend. Ryan, we
literally when it's our first home game, it's pre-season, it's against Feyenoord. We're up 2-0 in 7 minutes.
Bruv. Yeah.
Just keep going.
But Can you imagine
Bro,
when we were
you
winning
had-
9-0?
you
Arsenal was
9-0,
winning.
bro.
Arsenal was winning 1-0.
9-0.
When Chelsea was winning 9-0, Arsenal was winning 1-0.
And I
They
tell
even
you what, Lee,
struggled.
right? I tell you what, Lee, you know, you love the way Emma Hayes was playing this ladies' team.
Yeah.
This new manager, Baptiste, the way she's got this ladies' team playing, oh my days. You would
I
think it's
said
still
this
Emma
when
Hayes
we
playing
got her,
again.
by the way. I said,
What
like,
football
we're
she's
gonna
playing,
put-
mate. You know this, Steve, innit? You know the school, bruv.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
I'm saying
The
this now,
manager,
yeah.
she's
Sometime
quality.
while she's here, Chelsea are going to go invincibles with the women's team. I'm calling it.
Yeah, definitely.
What
I
a
think
manager
so.
she's, mate. And what a player
She's
she
a
was, by the
brilliant
way.
manager. Yeah, no,
What a
she was a
player.
player and all. I just thought
Leon,
she
Leon,
was a
player
player.
and manager, isn't it?
ex-Leon,
Yeah, see me.
left
Yeah,
back, left
yeah,
back.
done. Let's.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what DJ just said? She used to be an ex-football player and all. She used to be brilliant at it. Brilliant at football.
Ooh.
The Chelsea new manager. She
They-
plays a left
they
back.
Yeah, yeah. She used to be a player herself in the day.
What a player she was. Yeah, she was a good player.
She was quality. She's Portuguese, isn't she?
No.
No, she's French.
French.
She's French.
French,
Oh,
bro.
she's French.
French.
Dan, who
Yeah,
told you?
but
Minerals?
pasta.
Who told you this? Is it Minerals or Eunice?
No, I'm just guessing. I don't know if she's French or Portuguese. I know she used to be a good football
You
player.
should
And
have
she's now a
asked
good
Eunice
manager.
or Minerals. You should have asked Eunice or Minerals. They'll tell you where she's coming from.
Yeah, then I would should ask them, and they say, well, how's he eating his waffle and syrup?
You should have asked them, where is the Chelsea
Oh my
manager,
God. Here we
the
go
ladies
again.
manager? Where is she coming from? Eunice probably don't even know.
Do you
Yeah,
get all your
Stephen,
questions
here we go
on the
again, bro.
waffle boxes?
Here we go again, bro. Here we go. Yeah, let's you guys. Yeah, you two, man.
I know, DJ. I think Nick
Knee
is
and
always
Dan,
questions
bro.
on the
Knee and
waffle
Dan, bro.
box.
All right, guys.
You crack
Guys,
me
I
up.
got some. I
Send
got
a
some
Google
documents.
box, it's waffle box.
I got some documents I have to send it to the courthouse, and I don't know.
All right.
I don't have. I have only 2 hours to print this
All
out
right,
and then
cool.
take it there. So
Not
I'll
the
wrap
same.
up. I'm
Let's
reading
wrap
the
it
call
up.
right now.
3 hours.
Steven, you're trying to say something. Go for it.
Oh no, I was saying, yeah, let's wrap it so you can get your thing done. I thought we were going to
Yeah.
finish earlier so you could get it done. But
I mean, we were done.
yeah.
I haven't heard from DJ in a while, so I just give him the chance to, I know he has a lot to, to say on this platform today,
Mhm.
and also Dan is
cool.
waffling all the time, listening
all
to
I'm
Johnny
going to
Minerals
quickly do, me.
unit.
Oh, no, I don't listen to them. I don't listen to
Look,
Johnny Minerals.
look,
You
I
said
know.
you listened to him earlier. But anyway, let's not do this.
Yeah,
Let's
not
leave this
Johnny,
for
but I
another
listen
time
to
so we can
Eunice.
get this
Not
first
Johnny.
season
Let me
stuff
run
out
out.
of the way.
Dan and DJ, go and listen to what this guy said, or what's his name again? Steven has a different name for him. And
Tory Jennings?
Tory Jenkinson. I call him Tory
Jennings.
Jenkinson. Steven
Oh
call him
my
Tory
God.
Jennings.
I call
I
him Tory
never listened to
Jennings.
him.
Jenkinson.
Bro, he said Chelsea mustn't leave Stamford Bridge or
Stamford
this.
Bridge.
I sent it in a group, and then I literally put underneath it, Roman wanted to go to Battersea. See you next Tuesday.
But you
It
know
doesn't
what?
make
You know,
sense. You know his
Wait, how do you spell that name? How do you spell
you
his
know what I
name?
don't
How do you
understand,
spell it?
guys, right? You know what I don't
The
understand,
actual
guys?
name or my mock one?
No,
Listen,
the one to watch. Yeah, what's his name? How do you spell his name? Tory what? How do you spell it?
No,
Who, Rory
I
Jennings?
know how to spell his name, but I like to call him. When I call his name, I want to make it sound differently in my mouth, like Tory Jenkinson.
Tory
Yeah,
Jenkins.
Tory Jenkinson. That's how I want to call
Tory.
him. Not Rory. I know his name
That's
is
what
Rory.
I'm saying. Still a Rory
I don't want to
Tory.
call his name to make it sound good because I don't like
Bro,
that guy.
He
He's
does
not,
look like a
he's-
proper Tory, though, innit?
Yeah, yeah. He's not reliable.
I'm glad
and-
you said that, bro, not me.
I'm glad you said that, Stephen.
He'll do
It's
that.
true, though. It's 100% true.
Oh, I know
bro.
you all about that Tory Jennings. The Tory Jennings, the
used to be
blonde
a
guy.
Tory
Jennings.
The one that wanted Tom Tutu out. The one that wanted Tom Tutu out.
Yeah, he
Bro,
should have
he
maybe
don't know
gone into
what he
politics.
wants. One
bro.
minute he wants a manager in, then he wants a manager out, then the next
Yeah,
week he wants
he-
him in, then the next week he wants him out. He's
Yes.
done it every week with Pochettino, bro.
He should have done politics, man. I think that suited him better and
Bro,
talking
he
about
used to
things
be an
like
actor
that.
as well.
And he's
Like,
got
it
a
just shows
voice.
how badly he
He's
failed
got
as an
a
actor.
voice.
He
He's got a
bro,
voice on one of the biggest British sports radio
Oh.
stations, and
do you know?
he's waffling bunch of crap,
Do
syrup.
you know how he got that?
On that
He used
platform
to
all
be
the time.
He used
He
to be
used
on
to be-
Chelsea. He
he's
used to be on
Chelsea
one of the
TV.
fan channels.
Yeah,
He's
Chelsea
really-
TV.
But once
Yeah.
he got
Or always
the
been.
media attention and started getting the calls onto the actual media, he changed the way he was and his narratives and his views on things to be slightly more negative. When he was on that fan channel, he was actually like tolerable, yeah. Then when he started getting in with like Talksport and all these big media lot,
and
he changed and became more of a
and
see you next Tuesday.
Darren Fink. He feels that he's rocking among the stars, so we have to listen to him. Everything he says makes sense.
And do you know,
everything that he has to say makes sense. It doesn't. His reason.
And do you know what
for
annoyed
us
me with him,
to
Nick?
stay at Stamford Bridge
Do you know what
is
annoyed about me, Nick? You know, I was more annoyed about him. He used to come at Roman Abramovich like nobody's. And I said, this guy once when Roman first came to Chelsea, this guy, Roy Jennings, on Chelsea T or Chelsea Fan TV or Chelsea, whatever you want to call it, Chelsea TV. It's on Chelsea TV, right? He used to come on there giving Roman the big arms, the big this. We got the best Roman in the world. All of a sudden, started going a bit. What do you call it? He started hating on Roman, and I thought, what the hell are you doing here, bro? You're hating on your owner all of a sudden. This guy, Roman needs to get out of my football club. We need to get some new owners in. Well, yeah, he's come with these new owners have come, and he's on their cases as well. This guy's never ever happy about things, bro. This is the thing with him.
He's
And this is
not
why I never
since he
listened to him.
came like name in the media. He's been like that. Like before, he used to be all right, and then he started to get more attention, and he just started becoming a bit of an idiot.
Yeah, well,
like
100%,
you know,
yeah.
I don't like Roy Jennings. I've never liked him from day one.
When you had him, you had bro. Even back then, like you had Lewis G on it. Yeah, he was all right back then as well. But then he became
Lewis.
But
you're on about Lewis,
whatever his name is. Yeah. Notice how them two right on that channel. Yeah, but as soon as they got big, they turned and became weird and like irritable pricks, basically.
Absolutely.
I don't like that Tory Jennings.
Yeah, feel free because I couldn't get less. What are they gonna do? Nothing.
He's very, very
Tory Jennings.
Very, very, very popular. And I was saying this, DJ and Steven, and his idea to keep Chelsea Football Club and to be at Stamford Bridge is because I don't know if it's Peter Osborne or whatever. It's buried.
Yeah, his ashes are buried under the ground. It's correct. It's correct.
His ashes.
It's good. It's good. Yeah, he's good mates with Peter Osborne. He's good mates with that guy, isn't he?
So that's
Osgood. Yeah,
the main reason. How does does this impact people's life? Does it help the people's life from moving from one?
No, it doesn't. No.
I think what it.
Mother Teresa is even dead and gone. What's his name? Queen Elizabeth is even dead and gone. All these people, they've done so much stuff for world football. Not even.
No, I agree.
I know, legend. He's been buried in the ground, but that doesn't mean
the thing they can do. Yeah, if we move, you just put something up. You know how I think I've shown you before, me. When you go around Stamford Bridge, even for people who are still alive, like Emma Hayes, Frank Lampard, John Terry, they've got these boards, with a picture of them, a little sort of bio thing, and then the trophies they won and some stats about them, I think they've got one of him anyway, but if you got that and then
Oscar, this one there,
remember him as well, if you just put some stuff to remember him, people can't complain. And people won't mind because he's a legend. It's not like you're doing it for some random.
Yeah. Hey, DJ, can you remember that fucking? Can you remember Tory Jennings saying about Aubameyang? He said about Aubameyang. Oh, he's well good at. We're glad we got this striker in at Chelsea, and I think Tory Jennings was saying. And after a few games, he didn't really score. He didn't play that good. He started slating him. The Tory Jennings. I can't stand the guy. He waffles so much crap, and he doesn't know Chelsea Football Club at all.
Guys, look at the video on YouTube. Don't listen to it now as we're live, I'm not even going to listen to it at all. But Talksport, chaos in all capitals, then lives on at Chelsea with ownership split. Spurs fancy to win Derby, Premier League all access. They had to get Chelsea in there. Any way to get Chelsea in there.
I'll tell you what, Steve. I'll be honest with you. Listen, I'm not going to lie. We are currently in a situation where it is a split between the two owners.
Bro, the media need us to be like this.
But exactly, bro. It shouldn't affect it. But if they go and do their talking on the pitch, that will shut every single one of them up. And
that's what I said. Bournemouth 4-0, this gets put to the back burner, and everyone's going, "Oh, what a performance! Chelsea are a top 4 team," and blah blah blah. Like it happens. Bro, you had O'Hara before the Wolves game going, I don't think they're good. We batter Wolves 6-2. Oh, they're title contenders. 3 hours later. What? It
All right,
just
guys,
shows you how
we're
quick
gonna end the
things
stream
change in
here,
people's
Steven.
heads.
Let's end it here right now. Guys, please, I gotta help up. I gotta run right now and go get some
Sorry,
stuff
Nee, we
done.
delayed you, bro. Sorry. Go on.
It's okay. No, it's all right. I still have an hour and a half. Hope I can get things printed out. I have
That's
almost about
important,
half
bro.
an
You
hour
Get
to
that
should
get
be
sorted.
able to
courthouse.
get printed. Library's not far from yours, is it?
No, it's 5 minutes, but the courthouse is half an hour from here. So,
Right.
yeah, and it's
You should still be
3:14
able
right
to.
now. So we got 4. I got pretty much a little behind and a little less than an hour and a half. I mean, almost about 2 hours. I'll say less than 2 hours. I'll say less than 2 hours. Dan, thank you very much. DJ, thank you very much. We'll be back again tomorrow with another. Probably it's going to be a preview. For I think it won't be a preview because
No,
the game
not
is on.
tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah. Hopefully we can find something important.
We Nee, you're around Saturday, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kickoff's 8 p.m. on Saturday, so we could do it before the game.
Definitely. Yeah, we can.
Oh.
Was it
All right.
7:45 kickoff, right?
8.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock kickoff.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah,
All right,
watching
Rich
that.
Moneymaker, thank you very much, my brother, for being here. Since I
Big
never
up to
listened
you,
to the
Rich
Poach
Moneymakers.
dude, that and Poach dude, great show from all the legends. Thank you very much. I mean, this is not one of the biggest platform out there, but then we come over here, we talk sense. We don't like to feed on negativities. That's not my platform, and I'm not gonna grow that way. I will try and grow the better way, where you all will really trust in what we say over here. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna be that number one figure, iconic guy among Chelsea that will command so much numbers. But when I come on my platform, I make sure the right thing is being said, because it's not all the time that we have to feed on negativity. And I said negativity is good itself, but I will not sell my platform. I will not grow my platform based on negativity. That's why I meant like Rich Moneymaker and Ty and all that guys. So Sasuke man himself, they like the truth. So I want to say thank you all, Steven G. Much love to you, brother. Much love to you, DJ, and Dan
Cheers,
Waffle, aka Wikipedia and Wikipedia.
He's just starting
research.
an argument now. Yes, I've got to go, guys. But I'm
They're
sorry,
just waffling. Oh, yeah, waffling box. Waffling.
DJ,
Instead of Google
thank
box. You know
you,
Google
guys.
box, TJ.
Leo
Hey, TJ, no
Brandon.
Google box on channel 4. It's
I
waffling
always
box.
say. Bye,
Hey, look, hey, Nee.
Yeah.
Do you know, have you ever watched channel 4 called Google Box?
Google Box.
You remind me of, Google Box. Yeah, Google Box. There's a thing called Google Box, yeah?
Yeah.
You Google Box or Waffle Box.
See, you heard him, right? See,
Yeah.
when I start going on him, you be my witness, Steven. You be my witness.
I thought you meant to get off. Now you're chatting with you more.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't even do my jokes. I couldn't
Hey,
even do
smash
my
the like, smash the like, guys. Hit that
All right,
subscribe
let's go.
button.
Yeah.
This is a good show. This is the Waffle Box niche show. Please smash the box, up the Chels. Much love.
Bye. Much love. Bye, guys. Bye.
Peace up, guys. Take care. Out. Peace.